Bards. I'm your humble game master, Tom, and this is Adventure 65. We had an exciting adventure last week with some crazy backstories for each of our different characters and some new moments, particularly with Xander and Yaru and Sildren meeting his own druidic god, which was pretty crazy. They have now made their way off and are heading in all new dangerous directions, and we're excited to see what happens for today. Thank you for everyone tuning in. We're coming to you live on twitch.tv/Inglorious Bards every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. If you want to come chat with us on the live show, we'd love to have you here. You can also catch the videos on our YouTube channel, and we're with you on every podcast platform out there. You can check those podcast platforms, support us on Patreon, and join the Discord server to chat with other fans of the show. All of that can be found on our website, ingloriousbards.com. Without further ado, let's get a recap of what happened last time with the summary of our adventure with Jeremy.
That's me! So, the last time we all got together at the very start of the adventure, we were in the middle of 4 different battles. There was the Orc Chief and his lieutenants. There were the Onakrin. There were the Illistel Soul Guards and us. And it was just this mayhem of battle. And then there was a huge cloud that was coming in, trying to destroy the tower before we even got in. As we were fighting our way through, Piercy had a great idea to jump on the back of a dragon and fly into the freaking tower, trying to go into the entrance, not expecting that it would cause a massive chaotic explosion, which it did. It knocked out everyone. Every single person got wiped out. We thought there was something that happened in a different vision sense. Just like Tom was mentioning earlier, every single one of the defenders had a different vision, either a memory of their past, like what Bali or Yaru were going through, or actual encounters with deities and with super elemental creatures. Keth spoke to Sildren, and they actually were in each other's presence, or he was in the presence of the god. Xander ended up in the Oubliettes and spoke with an Arcadian and was given a mission sent down from that one. Palik had horrifying memories that they came back really setting up who she was. Bali did the same thing, and Yaru had a conversation with Scordrennar. And every one of us, a little bit shook when we came back, had to kind of recover where we were from. Piercy himself, who flew into the tower, he was still somewhere in the midst of the tower. He was falling his way through different floors, running back and forth, and trying to get away from the attacks of one of the Illistel Soul Guards that was in there as well, and still trying to find the information that we were looking for. After running around back and forth all over the place, he ended up locating the 6th passage of the Scorial Guards, and he was able to write it down, somewhat relay it to us, much to Xander's frustration when he came back out, but we were able to get that message and then decided to head on straight to the next tower. Yaru found some kind of amazing treasure off of the chieftain's war axe that got us a little bit stronger. We used another piece of treasure with the pop-up fortress, and then a boat that Palik had been hanging on to that actually sailed us across the waters to get us to the Blade Rock down in the Maiden's Depths down to the west. We were pursued by orcs right at the very end who had a warship, and they were coming up on us fast. Xander, with his brand new magic and level 9 spell, cast a vengeful storm over them and somehow mixed his magic with the magic inside the waters. And not only did he create this terrifying, impressive storm that completely sunk the other boats, it riled up the entire sea that we could be a part of, including our own, and shot us all the way to the island. The storm was still out there that we could tell. The waters were still strong, and we finally made it to the 7th Tower of Scordrennar. That's where we left off. That's where we're started right now. So without any further ado, let the adventure begin!
Lightning flashes, thunder booms. Our heroes are rocked to and fro on a small cutter, a ship that has a passenger list of 6 heroes and 3 ghostly crew members that come with this magic collapsible boat. It is good for being close to shore, good for river travel, but here in this inner sea, it is dangerous. Here in an inner sea with a massively enhanced magical storm, it is getting bounced around like crazy. It was daytime not long ago. Now it is dark as hell. You can't see just more than 40, 50 feet ahead of you, except for the white cresting of waves that are always above your heads. And then a flash of lightning as your boat is rocked and rocked. You call out commands to the ghostly blue pilot on the rudder and behind, and he's trying to keep things straight and into the waves, but they really don't care because they can't die and they're not really as committed compared to the rest of you. Although I think all of you have been at sea, right? Every single hero. I know Palik has been. Yaru was part of that.
Unfortunately, always in a small boat.
Bali was not part of that. Brenros was part of that group.
Yeah.
So any take on Bali that he has with being at this rough sea?
Bali would be very much holding on to the mast and probably eyes closed and praying to his god, who is far from him.
Okay.
The closest stones would be well beneath the surface of the water,
I don't like
and
that.
there's no stability here. So that's where Bali's
And
at.
then Seth is looking behind for any sea servants to take over. Is that what's going to happen? All right, so the boat continues to get rocked and rocked. There is another huge flash of lightning and boom, thunder right by you. And Xander is really realizing this storm is out of control. There's no sign of that orc warship anywhere. And you guys notice the big flash of lightning that struck not too far away off the starboard side of the craft, maybe 100 feet or so. The lightning struck, worried that it's getting closer and closer. As the lightning struck, though, you see there is a section of kelp that has been struck by this lightning, and it quickly, maybe a 3-foot section of it that was near the surface, 3-foot section of that kelp crystallizes and then starts to slowly sink and sink down into the darkness of the water. And it's brightish blue, and it sinks and sinks away. Lightning strikes again some other distance away, and you think you might see a brief flash of some crystallized fish for just a moment, and then it just sinks and sinks down into the darkness.
That's not good.
We have to get to shelter.
What's your lightning doing?
It's not. It's. I don't know. This is my very first time with this spell. It was kind of supposed to be done by now. It was all supposed to be over there.
You said the chaos was gone.
I thought it felt like maybe.
A huge wave then crashes over the ship. As you were all paying attention to Xander's silliness, I need all of you to make a reflex 38 save, please.
No.
Critical success.
Critical success.
Woo!
Xander's gonna use a hero points for his 7 that he rolled.
I think Bali's gonna do same.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm a
lot better.
34. Oh, let's see, hero point right away. All right.
Same exact number. That's a fail for Bali.
Fail for
All right,
Bali.
you know what? I'm not going to use a hero point. I'm going to go ahead and just Bali and I are failing together.
All right.
That is
Everybody has
40.
water breathing, though, correct? Didn't you do
Mostly.
that?
That was.
Mostly. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly.
But how long did that last?
When did you cast it?
That lasts up until I prepare it again the next
There's also
day.
no reason to ever
It was-
cast it on
it was a
Bleak,
heightened. Oh, there's no reason?
because she has it already.
Oh, then everyone has it.
All right, so it has a duration of 1 day?
It has a duration of until I prepare
Wow.
it again the next day. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, that's going through your mind as a positive as you are blasted over the side. Breathe! As you will breathe forever at the bottom of the sea. You are bowled over like a barrel, but Palik, with her critical success, is able to grab onto you before you go over the edge, and just your head is dragged off the side of the boat for quite a while.
Like my upper jaws, like trailing through the
Oh,
water.
yeah.
Get me out!
So Sildren goes splashing. He's like, whatever. And he goes splashing over. And Yaru, you also got a critical?
Critical success.
Yaru is able to grab onto you, and you get wet as well. And where is your wolf, Shunka?
In my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, Shunka does not like the aquatic experience,
All right.
as it were. So
And Xander, what was your roll?
40.
40.
Yeah.
So that's a success.
How does
Then
the wizard get a 40?
Wizard re-rolled a hero point.
there is one who did not pass. Our dear swordsman and swashbuckler,
With
his fancy boots.
Piercy.
that'll teach you.
And Tim, by the way, your mic sounds so good tonight.
So
Better than
good.
it ever has.
Better than it has ever sounded,
Yeah.
actually.
Purring.
What's that you say?
Yes. Piercy is knocked over the boat and goes into the water, disappears under the waves, reappears, gasping for breath, gasping so much you can't even hear his voice, gasping so desperately. And the boat carries on, turning again for another big wave to hit it head on. But Piercy is quickly disappearing, 10 feet, 20 feet behind
Oh
the boat.
no, come back.
I think you'll be fine.
He can breathe, right?
Yes, I made sure of that.
He's fine.
Yeah, he always finds his way back.
He doesn't have any grudges to go take care of or anything.
We should put some effort to it, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
I threw a life saver over there.
You have a ghost life preserver over there?
Yeah, but it's ethereal. There is a strike of lightning, and it strikes Piercy.
Oh.
Piercy takes 25 points of electrical damage. Piercy is crystallized by this magical chaotic lightning, and just a thin sheen of crystal as he is frozen in place.
Yeah, I can't fix that.
I'm pretty sure one of you guys can swim faster than any of us. Except for
And he starts to descend and drop down into the darkness of the water.
Oh, jeez! Xander
Oh, go ahead.
jumps over the edge and transforms himself into a water elemental.
Okay, I was going to say, action swashbuckling Xander is kind of...
He makes it look so easy! No, it's two!
All right, you take what's a form of a water elemental?
So, Xander can change his form into different elemental creatures. Let me pull up my grimoire. And I will assume...
Do you have to precede it with a phrase?
What's that?
Do you have to precede it with a phrase?
I believe so. Yeah, it's spit in your eye! Yep, spit in your eye. There it is.
That's rude.
And water elemental. So I can swim 60 feet per round. I got fire resistance. I can hit things, but I am the form of water. So when I jump in, I take on the form of the water elemental in its battle form. And I start swimming after Piercy real fast. Technically, the water swims through me. I just kind of like appear there.
Okay.
I just kind of move to it because elementals, this guy knows. And then I will swirl up the Piercy statue and start bringing it back.
All right, as you race over there with all this water flowing through you, you will, when you retake your gnome form, have to pee really bad. You swim through the water. Again, it's dark water. This is like Coast Guard nightmare training scenario right now. At night, almost pitch black, waves hitting, although they don't normally have water form they can take. So you're able to go through with ease, somehow add some sort of solidity to appendages and grab hold of...
It doesn't even need to add solidity. I just create the force.
Oh.
Again, moving water through me
All right.
rather than being in it. I just retransport.
So he's getting an enema, essentially.
I like to think of him as gargling Piercy.
Not, please don't let that be the title of the episode. All right, and you are pushing Piercy closer to the boat and getting... Does it have any kind of speed? No speed.
My speed or the water speed?
A swim speed is what I'm looking for.
60.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
With incredible speed, you fly through the water back to the boat. As he is getting close, he's going to need some help pulling Piercy aboard. Who's going to help
all
him out?
right, okay.
Bolly will help.
Yeah.
Come on,
Sildren.
Stone Man.
Sildren does as well. Palik, make a perception roll of 33 or 37, your choice.
Do I have to call it ahead of time?
Yes.
37.
You're going for big 37?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corner pocket.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Would it have been 33?
No, it would have been 33. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's 46.
Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. And the rest of you, Palik, you spot something, but before you can get information on it, the rest of you lean down, help pull out what is essentially a humanoid-shaped, almost like Ice Cube, but he's not cold, of Piercy, who is now frozen by the chaotic magic of this lightning zapping around. And you're not excited to be out and about in this water, hoping you will not be the next to be zapped.
Hello. Oh, thank God he can't hear us.
I like him better this way.
Does Polly believe him to be in a stone form and at risk of dying, or do I feel like this can pass? Is he suffering? That kind of thing.
You believe that he is not a stone form, but he is. Time will fix this. Maybe about a week of real world time.
Okay. All right.
We'll fix this particular condition. Whether or not he's suffering, you do see a single tear in his frozen face.
It's actually really warm in here. It's like Hawaii.
He shouldn't have had that taco before he went to.
But that
You
situation.
take that back. You always have that taco.
He is on board the craft, and then a weird shape of liquid of Xander flops out onto the boat as well.
Gooey.
Is there anything we can tie the Piercy to on the ship?
Sure,
He mentioned the mast or
there's some
something.
rope and stuff, yeah.
We're gonna go secure him to the ship or to the
Okay.
boat so he doesn't flop over.
You do so. As you do that, I want Bali and Sildren to make perceptions 33. You do not get the option for the 37s.
I'm also scratching a dick into the ice.
Run spot in particular.
It's right on the forehead.
You said perception, right?
Perception 33.
40.
43.
Okay. Sildren, you see there's an intense lightning strike through the clouds. You pay it no heed. You start focusing more on making sure Piercy's set up. Bali, you note that it was not just lightning, but a magical light that flashed. And then you can see off in the distance, far away, 2 lantern lights. Most likely mast, a big double-masted ship, lights hanging from the top, but some distance away.
From a ship.
Far, again, you
Far,
can't see a ship,
okay.
it's just dark.
Okay.
Quite far away.
I see lantern lights up ahead.
Where at?
They're
What?
off to the side there.
What?
But starboard port. Well, whichever side it is.
You all look, but you cannot see said lights, nor can you now.
Do we know which way he's pointing?
He is pointing to the north.
Okay.
But you guys don't know which way you're facing.
Sildren.
Am I holding steady when I'm pointing, or is it listing off to the side and I'm just pointing where I thought it would?
You're
Actually, I
pointing
wouldn't
where-
know,
Yeah,
'cause,
you're
yeah,
just
good
kind of
And
in that
as
range.
close to that event as possible, Sildren is going to cast his cantrip No Direction so that I can,
Okay.
have a general bearing
All right,
on.
that is
because,
north.
Yeah.
You are heading west currently.
Okay. So intermittently, Sildren will give the direction we're facing to our
Okay.
stalwart Captain Palik there.
You yawed when you should have jipped.
Palik, on the other hand, you spotted something else. That flash of magical light was not lightning, was not just magical light. You identified it as a quick beam of golden light striking down at an angle, the likes of which you have seen several times before, striking a tall tower on a lonely island ahead and to the west.
We need to go that way. That's the tower. And I'm telling
All
my
eyes.
ghouls.
Turn on, turn towards the captain.
All right. You tell Wesley to make it so, and the ship heads in that direction. As you continue to get rocked, more lightning flashes off in the distance here and there. You can see some other crystalline small shapes get hit, frozen, and then slowly sink. But Piercy is safely on the ship.
You started this thing, can you turn it off? Xenar!
What? I don't know, maybe? I tried to earlier. It's just, let me solidify.
Your magic's gone woolly.
The chaos is supposed to be gone. I'm gonna try again. Xander will undo his spell, try to dispel the storm that he put up there, and
All right.
turn it off.
You have no means of doing that through a non-sustaining style action. You may try to do a dispel if you have a dispel magic spell prepped.
Don't have it prepped. I don't have a dispel magic.
And keep in mind, it would be countering the level of the spell that you did, which is the highest level spell we've ever seen in the game.
Yeah.
Are we, in Sildren's estimation, are we going to be able to get at least to or around close to this island?
Yes.
Okay.
Getting to the island is not necessarily the problem.
Okay, right. Because we're in choppy seas,
Yes.
as it were. Ugh, I have not picked the right spells.
How far away is
Welcome to
the
my
island?
You spotted it, so you would know.
I have my my spyglass.
Stupid
too.
spyglass.
Yeah.
It's a clairvoyance spell for like 1 gold.
Didn't you get a critical success for like never losing it again?
When Tom tried to get rid of it, I did get a critical roll.
Yeah, it's not too far away. You think another hour, 30 minutes or an hour.
Do we see is there a dock or anything on the island? That
No,
we can
you
see?
just saw the outline
Okay.
of the tower. Go ahead and make another perception, Palik. We're looking at a 35.
That's a 32.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
The boat continues to head west. You can see occasional more lightning, and Palik, you're guiding them with the distant lightning lighting up the silhouette of this tower. As you get closer and closer, the waves are smashing in, and this is a small, almost impossible island of pure stone that barely contains this tower itself. This tower you have seen in size and shape before. Somewhat narrowish, tall, and as you get very close, the boat rocking and dangerously heading close, you can see there is a symbol of a star with a sword piercing it straight down through the top. The boat, though, is being hurtled straight towards this incredible rock outcropping. You can see no sense of a dock or anything yet in this darkness. You guys have some sort of dark or low light vision, though, right? To a certain range? What's the range?
Generally
60 feet.
60? Not too valuable right there. Palik, though, you are leading your 3-man crew of ghosts. Let's do some survival. Make a survival roll for overall captainage and add +1 for your just overall experience at sailing.
This is a 28.
Okay. Would you describe the frantic, terrible leading?
Yeah. Leek wants to be such a good captain.
Tried so hard.
She's not that great. She has a nice outfit, though. She has the outfit for it. Which is
It's the hat.
something.
It's
So
really,
you-
it's
Yeah.
really the hat. It
So
pulls
your
it all
leadership
together.
involves more preening and
Yeah. keep tight. Keep it going that way. Towards the tower. She doesn't know any nautical terms. Just pointing at things and telling these ghouls to row faster.
All right. The ghosts are just rolling their ghostly eyes, doing a ghostly jerk off symbol when you're not looking.
Yeah.
All right, the cutter comes in and dangerously smashes up against the rocks.
Dispel it.
Yeah. I was before that would have happened. I would have dispelled and put the boat back up in.
All right, so this big wave races and is almost pushing at a 30-degree angle the boat to smash into the jagged rocks of this isle. And right before it does, you're going to do the command to have the boat collapse down into a small little cube thing, right?
So the
What
we
about-
smash into the
What
rocks.
about Piercy?
I got it.
He's got him.
Okay. Yeah.
Get a George Jetson.
Do it quickly!
And Sildren's
Yeah.
keeping an eye on our good Bali.
What am I doing?
Sinking.
All right. The boat goes flying towards it, and you say, what's the command word?
Stugats!
The boat collapses out from underneath all of you
Tying a rope to myself to the thing.
and collapses down into a small cube with any gear that's stored in small little storage bins under the seats, with the 3 ghosts, with none of you, including Piercy. And you are all just launched, all 6 of you, including Piercy, are launched violently towards this cliff and are smashed into the sharp, jagged, wet rocks. I need all of you to make athletic rolls, please. I'm sorry, reflex 36, then athletic 36.
I have land on your feet because I'm a cat folk, so I never take damage, or I take half damage from all falls. So we'll say that
Okay.
first.
I rolled 3 on my reflex, so
But I, well,
now
I
I'm
guess
going to
I'm
use
carrying
a
a giant brick, so
a 3
athletics. Or was there a second option? Athletics or something else?
You're doing athletics 36, then reflex 36,
36.
then athletics 36.
So if you fail the first one, do you have
Okay.
to roll the second
Yes.
36, huh?
Okay, and that's a
I rolled an
critical
extra one,
success.
I'm using
Critical
it.
success on my reflex.
Okay.
Do you need a hero point?
Still roll athletics.
Then don't bother rolling. Okay. You're good.
I did critical. Oh, I don't. So I got a critical success on my reflex.
You're good.
Okay.
You got a critical, then a critical fail?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Second one doesn't count. All right. So Yaru lands perfectly right where clinging like a screen door with a cat. Yaru, get off! No! That cat.
I've got Piercy on my back tied with a rope, so I'm like
Alright.
really struggling.
All right. And then Palik was also fine. Bali, how did you fare?
Bali succeeded barely. The first part failed at the second.
Okay, you take 10 points only of slashing damage. And oof, you're hit against these hard rocks, and then you start sliding down and are about to fall down into the waves and be repeatedly crushed against them. Sildren?
Failed the first one with a 29, passed the athletics check with a 43.
All right, you take 30 points of slashing damage
Ouch.
as you are hit hard up against the side, and then are able to hold tight and crawl your way up in the dark of night up to some bit of solid land. Still wet, rain is still pouring down. Xander.
Xander succeeded in the first part for the reflex save and failed the athletics roll.
All right, Xander, you take 10 points of slashing with a big oof. You stand there cockily, arrogantly, we're on dry, and then a wave knocks you over and you start sliding down. So Xander and Bali are slipping and sliding and falling down, back down into the bottom where the ocean and this sharp cliff.
Shark-infested
Police
sharp
wants to
cliff?
Throw a rope to whoever's closest.
Yeah, and if either of them are sliding by Sildren as he's clawing his way up, Sildren will attempt to stop that slide.
All right, both of you make athletics rolls.
38.
32.
Xander, you are saved by Sildren. You grab onto the rope. He holds on, and you are able to slowly and damply climb your way up as more waves smash up against. You hear this terrible animal dying noise, though, in the water that's very deep and gruntish sounds. That is Bali Ashbeard, the priest of the group, who was not saved.
I'll
Bali-
never have seconds again.
At
Well,
least you're not wearing like plate armor like some people before you.
Yeah. Bali, you bring
giant
hammered again and
stone
again
hammer.
up against the side. You need to make another reflex save. We're going to bump it up to a 40 this time.
Am I able to cast in this position?
After you make a 40, yeah.
Yeah.
For athletics?
No. Reflex.
Reflex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that'll do it with a 46.
Take just 10 more points of damage. You can cast a spell or try to do something. You're getting hit and pounded. More rain, another flash of lightning, and a crash of thunder.
I will cast Air Walk on myself.
All right, you cast some spells, and you were able to now walk upon air as though it were normal steps, right?
Yes.
Describe what happens.
It's me sliding and then coming to rest on nothing, essentially, and then realizing, oh, I could just step ladder this thing on the way up. It doesn't remove the waves. I imagine that could still be a problem.
But it
But
stays really close to
I
the
will
tower
not-
still.
I will not be buffeted. Well, no, it'd still be hit. Anyway, I can ascend.
All right.
I'm
you-
picturing that like, no, but oh, well, I'll just keep walking.
I found the bottom.
And then the epic music is, the hero's head just appears. And
Everyone starts mourning the loss of Bale. Oh, he didn't make it, and he just slowly comes
He's just
up.
doing that thing
walk.
where he's like pretending to go upstairs and back down.
Yeah.
I start doing a thing of it.
Palik, you, as you are reeling your rope back in, knowing you've killed the dwarf, but he somehow still survived. As you reel your rope back in, you see those two ship lights off in the distance, but there is something odd about them, and that they are not moving with the waves. They are locked.
How far off?
2-3 miles. Faint little lights.
Sure, it's nothing to worry about.
There's those lights. Yaru, do you see those lights?
I'm a little busy right now, bitch. Get up here, please.
Yaru has changed. All of it.
For the better.
No.
Yaru, as you climb and climb, when you have Piercy on your back, the weight of Piercy isn't helping, but you were able to get up. You didn't take any damage, and you're getting up to dry land. You start pulling yourself up. You feel worked stone of some sort of path or steps that are heading towards the tower on this very cramped little stone block of an island. And as you start to claw your way up, you feel the weight on your back lessen and disappear, and there is no Piercy upon your back. You find yourself dripping wet from the waves, from the rain, but around you, everything around you is now dry. The black, rough stone that you were climbing on is now a pale, almost sickly bright blue color of steps, and you crawl and find yourself crawling out of some steps and onto a street. And it is weirdly cold. There's this kind of ominous, airy hum sound. You look behind you, there is no ocean. There is no water. There is no thunderstorm. It is maybe an early morning or late twilight of a city you have had a vision of before. It is a blue city with blue stone, with blue roof, with darker blue tiles. Behind you were steps that came out of some basement storefront, but there are no people here. There's no activity. There's no houses. There's no sound that you see. This is a strangely haunted place that you find yourself. But you are also not alone. For you see there are ghostly images of many people here. Many, many people here. Ghosts of men, women, children, dwarves, orcs, humans, races you've never seen before. They are everywhere as you start to look and focus. Instead of an empty street with empty street and empty temples of architecture you've never really spotted before, now it's just this sea of souls all in a line, all just kind of walking together, all in this sad, sorrowful look of good people trapped between worlds, unclaimed spirits. Can you make an occult roll for me as well, Yaru?
I can, as soon as I write down trapped between worlds. That was a very dope line. Occult? Sure. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Let's call that a 38.
38 is pretty darn good. You have seen this once before in a vision not too long ago, and you have recognized a name for this place called Illistel. These are forgotten souls. You see them suffering. You see more people go by. A goblin, an old man. You see an image of two catfolk, a man and a woman, people that might have been important to you, but people you've never really met. They look at you with sad, empty eyes, and then boom, another wave almost takes you off of the island, and you are back on the island, and you see Bali is now back on. It's dark, rain is hammering you, and you now have Piercy still attached to you, wondering what the hell has happened.
Everyone, get to the top of this tower immediately. We must hurry.
Yeah. So
We're all in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
You're waiting on me. Got it.
You guys see this giant tower off in the distance, not off the distance, sorry, it's towering up above. It's a very small island. There are a couple steps that lead up to it. There is a big door. There's the symbol. It goes up maybe 80 feet or so. You see no windows or openings anywhere else on this tower. And you also have, I was going to say no sign of your craft. It didn't crash. Yeah, it's in Palik's pocket now.
Yeah.
That's so weirdly cool. So, what do you guys want to do?
Get to the tower.
Get to the tower.
Get to the tower.
Turn off the spell. I can't do that. So get inside. Get dry.
How's everybody doing?
I could be better, but we will discuss that when we are inside, away from the storm.
Where are the doors?
Well, let's go.
All right, you're at Giant Metal Door. It is huge. It has been sealed, it seems like, for a very long time. And who's going in first?
Palik will go in.
Whoever detects traps first. That's who's going in.
Yeah, nobody jumped on that one real
She'll
quick.
look at, she'll detect traps
All
on
right.
the door.
You are totally fine with detecting traps. There's nothing that you notice out of the ordinary. You put your little halfling shoulder against the door. What is your strength modifier? +1?
2 plus
Whoa,
2.
That's not bad. You put your weight, and it does not budge.
Let us try, and Yaru and Piercy will go up and just give it with our +4 strength and see if we can do anything.
Yaru's got some muscles.
I love that you speak as a tandem at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's Banjo Kazooie now.
We are we.
Can we do after you together?
Ooh, a swashbuckling monk.
After us. It does not budge. It appears to be magically sealed. There's not even a groan of a hinge or anything at all.
You got this?
Why are you looking at me?
Because
Yeah.
Because
So
this isn't natural.
Xander's gonna detect magic on the door.
The door is magicized. It is currently held by a high-level locked spell.
High level locked spell.
A very high-level lock spell.
That's a what kind of spell is that? That's a
abjuration.
I think it's abjuration.
abjuration for that. Okay. Okay. It's locked. It's magically locked for sure. Can you dispel it? You're good at those.
Maybe. Soldern will step up.
What does this look like?
Well, first, you're sure there's no traps, Palik?
Of course.
She steps back 3 steps.
It's very reminiscent of Gandalf at the Doors of Moria. You know, it's kind of I'm waving my staff around and doing some hocus pocus.
Flashlight over here, flashlight over there.
Yeah.
Look at this part.
As I cast a level 8 dispel magic.
Whoa.
So this, before you roll, this is a very powerful lock spell that has kept out many people over many, many centuries. And here we now have some very high spellcaster.
Tower in the middle of
You
the
also
ocean.
have the Elder Druid
was
of
gonna-
Varen.
If anyone could do this.
And I'm going to give you just a +1 bonus on top of this, surrounded by crazy chaotic nature happening right now.
And I do know that it's abjuration. I've discussed with Xander the nature of the magic, so I understand it, so I can...
You get +1.5.
Okay. That's all I needed.
that rounds down.
So, is this with what? My DC? My
This is
hit?
your spell DC.
Spell DC. Okay, so the to hit is 28. The DC is 38. I rolled a natural one.
Oh no! Xander will give you a hero point.
Thank you. That's my second hero point. They're all done for the night.
Mine too.
We'll try that again. And instead, so that's so my DC is 38, but my to hit's 28, and I rolled a 13, so that's what.
I didn't tell you
40.
what your DC was.
Okay.
So what was your roll?
13
41.
plus 28, 41.
41. You've got a 41. You have successfully counteracted it. You cast it at a level 8.
Yeah.
That means you can dispel any spell of level 9 or lower. And with a crackle of lightning from the door cracks and budges slightly, and it will now be able to be pushed open. You have cracked a sealed door that has remained sealed for so long.
Bolly would like to relock it.
I will punch
Totally
you.
loosened it for you.
Bolly casts lock on the door, heightened level. It can now be, but then Bolly unlocks it. And
Okay.
leaves the lock on it.
It's my door.
You could have done that the whole time.
Yeah. I locked it before you got up here. It was just a joke.
Are you going in first? You unlocked it?
No.
That is not what I was hired for.
Malik will go.
I'm just the tech guy.
I'm just here to open doors.
You're the talent.
Malik will open the door.
Palik, you throw your shoulder in, and as you lean in, the door starts to open, and you get a glimpse one last time at the lights. Make a perception roll of 37.
Use a hero point. I rolled a 3.
Oh man, haven't even gotten to a fight yet. We're all
It's going
out.
fast, yeah.
Another 3 out of 30.
Okay, don't worry about it. Door
What do you keep
opens
looking
up.
at?
Just lights.
Door opens up, and the group makes their way in. As you do so, fresh air comes in. Old, dusty, moldy air comes washing out. Rain comes inside this tower for the first time in a very long time. As you guys go in, everyone may make an occult roll. You can choose your DC of a 36 or a 41.
I'll take the 36. The Colt's not my strong suit.
Going for 41.
Going for 41.
Oh, I should have gone for 41. I
Jeez,
definitely
man.
got a 36.
The
for
41 was designed to counteract you, Xander, I think.
That's the whole point of
your
it.
assurance is 40.
Is that what it is? I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Sure. I got a 30.
That was not intended.
I was aiming for a 36. I got 37.
Nope. All right, so
That was it.
Yaru's the only one who's passed anything. That was the 36.
I am trained in occult, by the way.
Yaru, as this
And my magic is occult.
this fresh, salty sea air comes in, this old, musty air comes out, you have a feeling that something unsettling happened when the door was open.
We should not be here for long.
Couldn't
We
agree
should never
more.
be in any of these towers for long. They're all terrible.
I only say something is disturbed about this place, more so than the last towers we have seen.
Do we need to close it up behind us?
Polly, lock the door. This is your moment.
Closes them all inside.
Now, if Bali dies, we're fucked.
Right.
It's locked.
That's always been the case.
That's true.
As soon as he closes the doors, Yaru will say to the group, I saw something while we were climbing this tower. I saw a vision that could only be of Illistel. And he focuses on Xander because he knows Xander has been really keeping notes on all the Scordrennar stuff. Xander has been, not Jeremy.
It's true. We have a book about the Illistel and the Nexus. I think we actually have a portal that gets us to and from there.
I'm not sure that I will need a portal for much longer.
That is not cool news.
I-
Illistel is for lost souls.
I
Are you gonna die?
have seen visions of faces we know, faces unfamiliar. I am being called there. or so I feel. And it is unsettling me. But whatever is happening, the feeling is stronger within this tower. And we must figure out the key.
We should get the message and be gone.
Real fast. I don't think you need to stay here. I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to be lost, but I will do what must be done to find the answer.
Okay, well, we're not going to talk about death right now. I don't like hearing it. We're gonna walk instead. We're walking. We're gonna be quiet about it right now. We're just not gonna bring it up anymore.
Very well.
Because if we ignore it, it goes away.
Let's be quiet is a good idea.
There's 30 liches inside just staring at you all.
You guys didn't do a single perception check.
So while this has been going on, Soldrin has been casting the energy Aegis
Okay.
on the group. Actually, no, just on himself. No. Ooh, wait, it's one target. I thought it was more than one.
It's also an instant, isn't it? It's an 8.
No, it is. Cast time is 1 minute, and it's a 24-hour duration. There might be I think there's a lower level one.
There's a different reaction.
Yeah, there's
really.
a one
Yeah.
reaction.
And it grants 5 resistance to acid, cold, electricity, fire, force, negative, positive, and sonic damage, and that will be on.
You can say you. It's okay.
Master Yoru.
Yoru. And he gets how much resistance?
5.
5 to all of those.
Everything
defense.
except for I think
Force.
Bludgeon,
force and
Or in the
Sonic
physical.
slash
In the
and
physical.
the physical.
Not to be outdone, Xander looks over at Sildren, cracks his knuckles, and casts resist energy to everyone in here, and I get to choose one. I get to choose acid, cold, electricity, fire, or sonic damage, and everybody gains resistance 15 to that.
can there be
To which
more than
one?
one
I
of those on at the
choose-
same time?
Highest one.
Fire!
And how long does that last?
That's gonna last for 10 minutes.
Okay. A little fire shield envelops all of them. Is that correct?
Everybody.
What?
Right. Yeah, everyone has resistance 15 to
Yaru has like a
flame.
rainbow shield
Mhm.
going on right now.
Nice. You are in a circular room. There is dust. There are some stone tables that have been intricately designed that have been collapsed somewhat. There's some rotten wooden furniture that, even magically enhanced, have faded away or just got splinters now. The primary and only way out of this is a spiral staircase that is It is a pillar of stone in the middle of the tower that rises up, and so there's a doorway, and so you're in a tall, 50-foot long cylinder of a ceiling, with this middle column that goes through with a tight spiral staircase in the middle. There is a door at the bottom. There are a couple pillars that's held up some balconies to a second floor. Those balconies have collapsed. There's stone sections over here, a couple pillars that stand up. One of the pillars has collapsed, but a big section of it is in front of the door, that you now have a physical blockage of the door to the spiral staircase.
Wow.
Bolly, can you move this? You talk to rocks. Can you move this pillar?
You make
do
me sound like a
something?
madman. I don't talk to rocks. Shh.
It's okay. They don't mean it.
I would never lift you without your permission. In that case, may I lift you? Okay.
Do I have your consent?
This will hurt me more than it will you.
I can try and lift it and move it along, but
That's all I can offer you. They
He's
don't have legs
expecting
of their
some
own.
awesome magic spell, and you
Jeez.
just walk over.
It's stone. It's not magic fairy dust.
I know, but you're one with stone, right?
I commune with the stone father. He has the name. It doesn't mean I just talk to any willy-nilly pebble that just comes on by.
All right, it's all a new age lie. I'm just selling rock crystals.
Playing your chakra.
I cast grunt. It's just your time to shine with
All
rock.
my-
You have nothing to contribute.
I'm a I live in the stuff. It doesn't mean I command it to do what I say.
Well, that's disappointing.
That's very disappointing.
Everyone, including the game master of the world, is disappointed in you. Not even Baldy. You as the player. Oh,
Danner, you got something for us here?
A couple of things.
Fire guy.
I can.
Stone form. Okay.
Tom, could you describe just the situation one more time? I was seeing the large, tall pillar in the huge area, but it's blocking away. Is that correct?
You have a cylindrical room that goes up 50 feet. There's a cylinder of stone, a big column, if you will, that is hollow with a spiral staircase that is encased in stone. It has a doorway at the bottom. That doorway is blocked. It is a metal door, and it is blocked by a big fallen pillar that is collapsed in front of it, a big heavy section. There are also... You guys did not lock the door to the outside, correct?
We did, yeah.
Molly, how did
Closed.
you lock the door? You probably closed the door.
I closed the door.
I thought you said you had
specifically
the ability
asked
to
for
cast
it.
Everyone was joking about it. I was like,
No, I mean, if there's a password, I think we should all know it. But I think it's a great idea to have it locked.
Well, then
But
locked
you don't
it
actually
is.
have that spell, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I don't have to
Can't use it
talk
on
to
lips.
stones, but I can lock doors.
The door is locked. As
Magically
requested.
locked.
Yes.
At what level?
Just high enough to be 24 hours.
How high does it need to be? It's one level higher than that.
It's locked at level 2, which is
So you
heightened.
replaced a level 8 was what it was, lock, which kept people out for centuries, with a level 2 apprentice lock.
It'll do the exact same thing to someone who doesn't know how to disenchant.
All right, all right. And for those of you listening who are confused, whose name is Tim, who has no idea and has just put question marks and exclamation points about what the hell has happened to his character, Piercy has been zapped by the elemental lightning that is out there in this storm and was crystallized by it and rescued by Yaru. So Piercy is locked away and frozen in time and currently being used as the world's worst backpack.
Soon to be a
Scratching
paperweight.
post.
Yes, that's where we're at.
For sure not
A
putting
door jam.
rocks in his mouth to see how big we can get his mouth. For sure, that's not happening.
How thick is
Definitely
the
not
pillar?
that.
The pillar is 6 feet in diameter.
Oh my Jesus.
Wow.
Massive.
In addition, you see there is a chain hanging on one side of the room from the very top. A chain that is painted red, although it's mostly faded away. And on the other side of the room is another chain that is blue.
Okay. What are these chains attached to?
They disappear up into the ceiling.
And then they're just like touch the ground. There's
Take
like
the
a bunch
red
of
chain,
extra.
the
Hanging
blue
off,
chain.
off the ground by about 5 feet.
Will they reach this pillar?
We knew because they would be pulled to the central section. No.
Bolly's investigating the pillar,
Okay.
determining its makeup.
So Bali is communing with this pillar to find the makeup of the pillar.
Don't look at me. Yes, I know how stone works. I know how to do. And he starts
Working with the stone, trying to identify. it.
Is the door open on the other side of the pillar?
No.
Is there a gap in between the pillar and the door, or is it completely...
There is a gap.
Yaru would like to teleport in between the pillar and the door.
Oh, I was going to say, Yaru cannot fit through there. Yaru can try to teleport through there.
Yeah.
All right, Yaru, how are you teleporting through there?
And I just kind of zap myself, and I pop. Piercy will stay here, so the rope just like spins and slips off me, and I just appear in between, like the slot in the pillar. Oh, I'm here. Don't do anything stupid, Bali. I'm gonna turn around and open the door.
All right, and what's the name of that monk power, just so I know?
Abundant step.
Oh, all right.
Is my
and that uses
key
a
point, one
a
action,
point.
and I can do it at my full movement speed.
Check for traps. I don't know if that's too late or not.
All right. You teleport. You're on the other side of the gap. You are wedged in tight. The pillar behind you, the door in front of you.
He could only do it once.
And
Can do it and once every 10 minutes. I'll wait.
And Bali is nearby. His head's like looking down at you as he's clambered on top and touching this.
Got a stethoscope out.
Yes, it's
I was
made of
more imagining
white
dry
marble.
humping than-
White marble.
Yep. And it's fractured in several spots. Yaru, you try the door. There is no handle that you see for the door, and it will not push open.
And I think we got more magic to deal with over here.
Bali places himself in front of the stone and looks at everyone kind of shyly. And then
Just make a deception roll.
and then-
I know whatever you're about to do is going to be deception, stone related lie of a spell.
and he's just gonna whisper at the stone. And he waits. And without too much wait past that, little hands, if you will, little stone hands start to sprout forth from the stone itself and dig into itself and start to widen a little hole, and that hole becomes a little bit bigger for a head, and then it becomes a little bit bigger for a body, and then it starts to consume the inner space of the pillar itself, leaving a passage and probably a confused cat-like creature on the other side.
I just wish I had a key point, man.
I knew it. Why did you lie?
I don't like to do this in front of everyone. Besides, they could be very shy.
What did you do?
I just you have a chat with the stone. Not all dwarves do it, you know.
Did you just make a stone baby?
I don't know how to take that.
You little hands, and it revealed a torso and revealed a head. Is there like a little white marble person staring at me right now?
No,
Creeping me out?
It's a hole, a gap for a
the
head,
gap.
a gap for a torso.
A gap for, and it dug itself, if you can imagine that. It eventually dug its way all the way
I don't think
through.
he can.
Still
What was
a
the
way
name
to
of that spell?
That's Stone Gate.
All right, sweet.
Stone Gate.
What level was that spell too?
7.
Nice. Wow.
Huge cut and opening is now there. Yaru, you can now breathe, and yeah, what are you guys up to?
And then also, all of a sudden, it goes, and then the pillar goes back to normal.
Mother.
Why didn't you?
Shh, shh, shh. And then reopens again.
It's an illusion. You can see through it. Come on,
You can't walk through it.
we can walk right through it.
Well, what about?
You have to go fast initially with your eyes open.
What about these chains? We haven't looked at these yet. These are weird. Why are there chains hanging in this room? And Pleek will go over to the red chain. And,
All right.
Is there anything on the end, or is it just chain links all the way up?
It ends with a little handle-looking thing, metal handle.
Xander goes and checks the
I'm
blue one.
just gonna look around and
What
then
you're doing.
yank on it.
Yeah, you
Jeez,
yank on the
right.
chain. All right, it doesn't move, and finally it moves and gives way, and it goes down about a foot, and there's a little bit of dust that comes slowly trickling down
All of
through
it
the
took?
ceiling. But nothing happens. You do hear the rain and waves still crashing outside on this island.
Just somebody go pull on the other one.
Xander runs to the blue chain.
Yeah.
All right.
Following instructions, finds a handle if there is one.
There is.
Pulls on it.
You pull. Xander goes, and he's hanging. His feet are off the ground. You're yanking and pulling, and finally it comes loose, and nothing happens except a little bit of dust comes down from the ceiling.
It's the boring ride. Xander's gonna.
Do it at the same time.
Okay. On 3.
I just like you're leaning against the wall, like
Yeah.
together. All right. On 3.
Yeah. One,
One,
two,
three.
three.
Boy, that was not in sequence. All right.
Frame rates.
Yeah, you pull them at the same time, and there is a click, and the door slides up, and Yaru, leaning against the door, falls backwards into the spiral staircase.
I did something.
Are we
It
like
worked.
holding on to like?
You currently have him in the down position.
Does Pleek think if she lets go that the door will shut?
Bleak has no way of knowing that.
She lets go.
All right, you let go, and the door starts to close on your midsection, Yaru.
Hello.
And then, Pleek catches it.
All right, you
and-
catch it just in time.
Yeah.
Are the chains long enough to connect to each other?
No. Oh, they would, but way up high.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, that's a conundrum.
So
Somebody bring Piercy over here.
Let's get him useful for once.
I'll tie the red chain to Piercy.
Okay. Piercy now in the surprise.
Yeah.
And we have 50 feet of rope, so I'm going to take the other rope and tie it really tight to Xander's chain and hook it up to Piercy as well. So it's at an angle, but it's still
Sildren,
locked
like,
down.
roll some of the stone over, maybe, so we can tie the other one off.
All right. Great. You guys do so. You're able to
Cool.
keep tension on there with the dangling Piercy and stone and rope connections, and the chains are taut. You let go, and the door stays in its up position.
We should be back in about 10 minutes, Piercy.
Maybe.
Speaking of which, Sildren will cast Death Ward on himself and Countless Eyes on Master Yaru.
I got 2 spells on me.
did you just give him potato eyes?
Yeah, potato eyes.
Oh my god, that's
The
creepy.
little eyes pop up all over Master Yaru.
Mostly in like the extremities and like the horrible
No,
places.
that's
You
not
think
where
that's
they are.
impressive? You should see what I could do.
We did. You talked to the rock like I asked you to, and you lied about.
Ocular.
and then, yeah.
No.
Well, I
what
still
does,
don't know why you
um,
lied to us. That's
What does
rude.
Countless Eyes do? Exactly. Specific?
You cannot be flat-footed.
Cool.
Because you can see in every direction.
Does that give me a bonus to perception checks or anything?
No, it's just it prevents you from being able to be.
Got it.
There's a part of me that loves how many spell slots that we have that we're just like, let's just burn a 7th level spell.
I know,
and
it's
just go real fast."
crazy.
I'm sure we won't need that later in 2 minutes.
You can't be flanked, and you can seek in a 30-foot burst centered on yourself, or a 4-foot, or up to 4 15-foot bursts within line of sight.
So I can squint really good.
Yeah.
Well, let's go in. Let's go up. And Palik will make her way through the door, and up. I'm assuming they don't go down.
They
Stairs
go up.
just
They
go
go
up. Okay.
They go up. Who is bringing up the rear?
Yaru will,
Okay.
since I have the eyes
Yeah.
everywhere.
And then you're leaving Piercy on guard duty.
Oh, yeah.
Attached
Yeah.
to the chain.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You got a
Holding-
level 2
holding the
lock
door.
on the door. It's fine.
You guys come back to some like red dragon just pawing at it like a toy.
Found you.
All right, Palik, you make your way up the stairs, followed by the rest of the group. It is quiet. It smells dusty and old. The sound of continued hammering of the waves outside, the crashing waves. You can hear booming thunder through the walls every now and again. You also hear a bigger sound, like some sort of giant thud or movement or some sort of machine or something underneath the tower, or the tower itself shifting. A big ominous sound, and then it fades.
Gross. Are there any windows in this tower at all?
Nope.
And it's made of obsidian, you said?
Nope. Just
Oh.
you climb your way up. You reach a chamber at near the top of the tower. This chamber has several symbols and pictures on it that Xander you recognize as Chaloran history relating to duty and study that you've seen some hints of before with this guild, the Scoriel Guild, the people who created these towers long ago to help protect the secret of Scordrennar and help with his reawakening if it were to happen many, many years later, which is now the current threat. In this room, there is a door you can see with some stairs that lead up again to the farthest point of the tower. But there is one last bit of interesting thing here in this chamber. There is a flat plane of water in the shape of a elliptical portal that is standing in the middle of the room. It is almost perfect mirror that is slightly just warbling liquidy. It is very portal-like. Surrounding it are two metal supports on either side, thin metal frameworks, and then there's an outline of metal that goes around it that the liquidy portal is inside. That outline and the frameworks are coppery cogs and gears that are attached to all of this. Xander, you smell a familiar smell that is somewhat comforting, but you can't put your nose to it. And anyone who is trained or higher can make an occult or arcane at 40.
Xander does it.
Oh, there's your freaking automatic right there. All right, Xander. You looking over this portal, this mirror-like portal, you can see your reflections a little bit inside. Notice that you can detect that this portal has not been used before, and it cannot be used unless used from this side first. Bali, you can see as you're getting closer to it, you can see a different vision other than just your reflection. As your eyes start to adjust, you can see through the portal, and you can see a strange, almost aerial view of a similar looking portal surrounded by several slabs of copper that are upright on a complete flat expanse of copper, perfectly smooth for hundreds of yards in all directions. And you're like have this bird's eye view that's slowly rotating and looking at that.
Top down.
Top down.
That's a lot of copper I see there. Is that? All manner of copper past this place. You see this?
I see the gate that we're looking at. This looks just like a chain gate.
No, through the gate. Just beyond.
Xander tries to look through.
You can see the same thing that Bali just spotted. Not a soul in sight, just this perfect, smooth, like 100 yards giant slab of copper that you're maybe 100 feet above looking down on, and straight below your view is another one of these portals that you're looking at right now with a couple copper slabs surrounding it.
What is the
Whoa.
What is the copper?
Is Bali able to realize his orientation and know that that is top down as opposed to...
Yes, top down. And an arcane or occult 40... Never mind. Xander!
Yeah.
You also realize that this portal is brand new.
Like just formed.
Within the hour.
Whoa! This was not here when we arrived. This is brand new.
How do you know that?
I can tell by looking at the magic work of it. If you can see the way it was built, look at the disturbance on the floor. There's nothing that was here before this. This just got here. And if this is the Honorcrin, that means that they found a way to get into the tower. Though, from what I can tell, this is more of an escape. This portal's never been used before, but it can only be used from here. Nothing can come into it.
Should we destroy it?
It could be a trap.
It could be an escape route.
It could.
For us?
Potentially. I don't know why. But if you remember, the Honorcrin were the ones that saved the last tower that we were at, trying to get us to finish our work.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that they're our friends.
Maybe they're not, but maybe they're still trying to help us figure out what's going on with these towers before they get destroyed.
Okay. Well, let's do what we came here to do, and we can figure out.
And when we're done, if we don't need it, we can destroy it on the way out.
And in any case, if you say this portal has never been used, whoever made it is probably still here somewhere.
Or it was triggered by the door opening. And it was...
I don't know. Let's get to finding the message here and get the fuck out.
Agreed.
One way or another.
What's the...
Hopefully not this way.
What's the makeup of this room?
It's normal Scordrennar Tower stone with some of those inscriptions I just mentioned earlier. And again, whatever furniture or main purpose is long rotted away. And this, obviously, this does not belong here. It's not part of the original design of the tower in any way.
And what are the ways out of this room?
There is another door off to the side with stairs that continue up to the very top of the tower.
Let us persist.
Yeah. Malik will go over to that door.
Okay. You guys head to that door. As you do so, Bali, one last look, you can see there is a light in that top-down view, a little ball of white light that moves around, circles around the slabs that you're looking down, and then settles in between the slabs next to the portal that you're looking down through that view, and stays put. You then join the rest of your friends. You guys head up the... Seth's shaking his head. You head up the stairs. Palik leading the way. You enter a chamber. It is a chamber lit up by torches on one side. It is got 8 big tall pillars in the middle of it. There is a bit of a wind coming out from behind you guys up the little stairs you've come that blow your cloaks a bit, and it has a little smell of decay and death here. You look around and can see on the far side of the room is some white letters in a strange language that Xander recognizes as Chiloran. And you feel the earth shake before you can get closer, and the whole tower shakes.
Oh, shoot.
And you hear a rumbling sound from out in the thunderous storm out there, and another big crash of a wave is what you hear.
Read that message. and
Going
let's go.
fast! Xander dashes over to the words to try to grab the message.
All right, Xander, as you are dashing over there, before you can, there is a crystalline sound, this metallic ringing noise, and a orangey glowing crystal appears next to the words. And as it does so, it starts to sear away at the magic of the words. And as you begin to gasp, and Sildren looks like he's ready to cast,
Yes.
strange swirling shadows start to appear in different corners of the room as undead forces have appeared. These are undead forces who were not ever allowed within this tower, but have been following you guys and attached through you guys through Scordrennar, and they are now here with you. They were the presence that came through the door as you opened it way down at the very beginning of the entrance. They start to form in different sections.
You don't understand. Yeah, I'm not locked in here with you.
They are forming around in different sections. You recognize some of these creatures you fought with before. Some you haven't. One looks like a slightly larger humanoid skeleton, but much more hunched over, and some of its bones actually cracking off and falling as it moves around and searches and cranes its head around for all of you guys. And as it does so, it starts to close in on you guys. There's some other creatures that are closing in, and as they all move in, you hear a voice that echoes through the room of "Cleanse the room of everything." And we will go ahead and take our break there, and we will be back in just a little bit. All right. The creatures are swarming in from different sides. We have a battle on our hands. I am sharing the map that is on the screen now.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Holy crap. And our players should see it, and our viewing audience should see the map right now.
I don't. Nope.
The viewing audience sees something.
But not the players?
Not the players.
It is on pause. I don't know if that matters.
Let me give it a whirl. Unpaused. Okay, and go and activate it again. See if we have any-
Refresh just in case it's.
Try now. There we go.
Air it out here.
Oh my, that is a large creature.
That is the wrong size creature.
Okay.
Good.
Jesus.
We're happy about that.
That is way too big.
Dr. Koala says they see the map.
All
Loading
right.
Tower 7. There we are.
Thank you, Doctor.
Updating token. Is that better size?
Oh, me
Yes,
in the
there
middle,
we go.
right?
No, that's Santa.
Oh no!
So we have the heroes on the northeast corner of this chamber. You will see there are 8 pillars, 4 on the top half of the room, 4 on the bottom. They are, for our purposes, just know they are angular, but you can walk through the angular view of them. You just can't walk in the square that the base of the pillar is at. There are 2 creatures to the northwest. They are called husks. Undead husks that have nasty jaws and claws. That they are also dripping shards of bones from their mouth as though it's liquidy, but it's just shards just dripping out, little bone pieces from their mouths.
Tom, there is something going on with your audio. It sounds a little funky.
With my audio, it sounds funky. You want to press our big button?
Hear you at all?
Can't hear me at all.
Hear me?
Can you hear you at all?
I hear myself, yeah.
Hello.
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 Everyone coming
Everybody.
through but me.
There you go.
I'm good? Okay. So we're sounding pretty good. Great. On the southwest side is a crystal, which is next to the message, which is slowly burning away at the magic of the message itself.
No.
And the thing that Sildren wanted to do was cast Dispel Magic on that thing.
Okay. Before you do that, there is also a creature to the south by southwest. This is a creature called a Ruiner. This is a big-boned but brittle-boned creature that is looking at you guys, looking at the ceiling, and then doing this pulling sensation with its bony hands. There is another husk creature with dripping mouth bones to the southeast. Don't know if you guys can see that on your map. And most importantly from this map, you must note that this is coming from our friends at Animated Dungeon Maps. This map is animated with torches on the top that are flickering, as well as occasional little rats that appear in a certain few squares,
cool.
which is pretty cool.
That's
as
awesome.
Well. That's our situation right now. We are rolling initiative. I've already rolled initiative for the group. And first up is Master Yaru with a freaking 44 initiative roll.
Very good, very good. Master Yaru would like to rapidly dash over to the big bad Ruiner creature, I believe his title is.
Okay.
What's my distance on that, Seth?
It's Big Boned Ruiner.
Sorry, big boned. We are, we here at Inglorious Bards love and appreciate everyone of all shapes and sizes, including Ruiners.
I'm not getting.
Not including ruiners. What's
I'm not getting the.
I can't get a distance on that.
distance. But I would guess like 100 feet.
Okay, I will, let's just say I use 2
do a
actions
con-
to get there.
You can do a controlled drag if you really need to verify.
Yeah, I was gonna yeah.
Yeah, so it's at least 85. So I'll do 2 actions to get there, and I will get right up next to that guy. For my 3rd action, I will go ahead and do a 2-action 1-inch punch, because I have a speed rune, which allows me to do a 4th action for the purposes of striking.
Maybe not.
Does it
Could
only
be
work
the
with a
issue.
1-action strike? I thought it was any strike.
Maybe not. 1-inch punch, 1-inch punch.
It might not be for you to be able to use the action to incorporate into.
Oh,
other
I can't
things.
like add.
You could use
oh.
it literally to strike.
Right, that's
Punch.
what I'm going to double check.
Oh, okay.
That was 1-inch punch. This is something I wanted to clarify before we didn't.
This is kind of what I
You
want.
put all your to make. I stand corrected. Make an unarmed strike.
Yeah,
So
there you
it is
go.
absolutely good.
We said this thing is pretty brittle, so I will use a great deal of my strength to attack this with a 1-inch punch.
Oh, sorry.
Rearing up.
He meant brutal. Brutal.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. Okay,
got
just
it,
totally
got
right.
it, got it.
I step away.
Good luck.
Thank you with plus 32 to
Plus
hit.
32?
Yeah, I'm gonna use both of my hero points.
Oh my gosh!
Just
Let
roll
the
the natural
ruining
one.
begin.
Doing the dice.
Bye. Goodbye, dice. My mother-in-law got me that dice. All right, 32. Ooh, very good. Let's call that a 46
With
to
a
hit.
46, you smash hard. That is a hit.
Nice.
All right, that's 46
Thank
plus
God.
17. 2, 6, 11, 12 plus 17. 20, what's that?
29.
29 points of damage.
From the 1-inch punch.
Yes, and if there's any resistance of any kind on that creature, I do have adamantine fists.
The creature has resistance. It says, I just looked, resistance 10 to what you just did, except for adamantine. Your super fists
Nice.
punch right through, crunching bones for 29. Did I hear that correct?
You did.
Nice.
Nice fist. Nice fisting.
Thank you.
Yaru is done. It is now the Husk's turn. How do I get my... There we go. Husk. Number 1, I'm not seeing... He is this guy. He's up to the northwest side. He is going to run straight across, and I don't know what their freaking move speed is. Oh, God. Oh, God. It can move at 60, or it can fly at 180 per action.
Holy God!
Racing across. I'm not even going to bother with anything. He goes flying across the room right at Bali with one action, and then is going to claw at you. He's gonna try and bite you. Good old fashioned bite. Chomp chomp.
Is that a 2-action bite?
It is a 1-action bite. That is a 33 to hit.
33 will not succeed.
Missed, and it will do a claw with the second one. And that is a 41 to hit.
That will succeed.
And it actually did that from a distance. It extends these bones that grow unnaturally with cracking noises and then retracts them. You said that was a hit on the second one?
That second one was a hit.
The second one with a hit is a total of 34 points of slashing and negative damage.
Jeez.
And
Anything accompanying that?
no, that's it. That's it for that guy. There's another one that is
Bad
going.
enough.
He is on the southeast section. He races forward and engages Shunka. And does a jaw attack biting for 44.
That will hit.
And then a claw at Shunka for 37.
That will miss.
All right, the first claw hits for a total of 33 points of piercing and negative damage on Shunka.
Okay.
The last husk is also on the northwest side. It flies over with great ease towards past Palik, turns around and vomits shards of bone out of its mouth in a narrowish cone, hitting Palik and Bali. I need both of you guys to make Reflex 34 saves.
Critical
You're
success.
totally fine.
Nice.
Is this a necromantic effect by chance?
This is, yes,
What do I need? Reflex?
34.
40, success, now a critical success. Because of my Death Warden status, I resist necromantic effects.
We'll read that. What does that do? That's awesome.
Death Warden Dwarf, success versus necromantic effects are critical successes instead.
Perfect. You hold up a hand, or maybe the mighty, some sort of hand symbol of the Stone Father, and the shards just shatter right up the middle finger. And they just bend around it and do not hit either one of you guys. Tough luck for the husk. It is Sildren's turn. You were on the east side in the middle of the party.
Can you give me a distance to the orange shard over there to the west, please?
120.
I take a step forward. 5 fucking feet.
Also note it has some heavy cover right there.
And I cast a 6th level Dispel Magic upon it.
Yeah, you can see it. Okay. 6th level Dispel Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Roll your spell attack modifier.
46.
With a 46, you have destroyed half of it. Half the section of it breaks off and breaks into a million pieces. There's another big section of it still left, though. But that was great.
I bought you as much time as I can, and then I turn and pay attention to Shunka.
Okay.
And Shunka lunges at this creature, the husk before it. And that's going to be a 45 to hit.
45 is a critical hit.
Little
All right,
doggy.
go Shunka. All right, so that's 3d8 plus 8. So I'll just double that. 10, 11 plus 8, 19. So 38 damage. And after a successful jaw strike, knock the target down.
Okay, nice. That was doubled for 38. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
And it is prone. The Ruiner. This is a larger creature on the southwest side of the map, next to a pillar, next to Master Yaru. Yaru, this being, which is again a big skeleton with kind of hunched, almost like predatory pouncing shoulders, leaning forward, but brittle as well, boned. It's leaving little bits of itself as it moves. It does not swipe at you with its claws. It does not do anything at all unusual except reach up and pull down as though it were grabbing onto something physical like a bar or something with its bones. Reach up and pulls down. Instead of pulling anything that you can sense, it takes huge 10-foot slab sections of the ceiling and pulls them down upon you, Sildren, as well as Bali and Palik with a section, as well as Sildren and Shunka. Xander is the only one not affected by this incredible collapsing ceiling attack.
Okay.
I need all of you guys to make reflex save 35s.
Okay, so we're going to roll first for himself.
Critical success.
You're good.
Critical success.
You're good.
Success.
36, 40, 45, so critical,
Critical
success.
success.
And then for Shunka, 44.
All right, Shunka and Bali take 21 points of damage.
Shunka and Bali?
Correct. And those were successes.
Yeah, Shunka.
So you guys are hit by stone sections. They hit you in the head and shoulders, but you are not pinned and you don't take any additional damage. So great job, everybody. That was its whole turn. Palik, you are in the northeast. You got a creature next to you.
Yep, I'm looking at that creature. Better luck with your bone vomiting next time, you dusty bald son of a bitch. And I'm gonna
Dusty bald son of a bitch.
I'm gonna poke
Love
it with my rapier for a 39.
39 is a hit.
Nice.
52 points of damage.
What type of damage?
There's some precision and most of it's piercing.
It can.
7 of it is precision.
It can take it. Nice. It's
Hmm.
wounded, but not much.
It's going to be taking some bleeding persistent damage. Is that
That it cannot do.
okay? Well, she will swing again. Oh yeah, nice with a 45.
Is a critical hit.
Nice.
103.
Wow.
What did you roll for your sixes? You rolled
I rolled shit.
5 points for your sixes.
All right, in one round, you have brought this creature down to half its life, hacking off and stabbing and piercing and bone sections flying. It's still in the fight, but you did quite a lot of
I'll
damage.
swing again.
Oh my god, you're not done?
Yeah, 34.
34 is a miss. Palik is done. We are rounding out the battle turn with Bali. Bali, you got 2 of these husks nearby you and Palik on the northeast side.
I am. If disengage is one action.
You are not next to one. He's 10 feet away.
Get out of here, Bolly. I got these.
Well, you might be within its... Yeah, it does have reach, so...
Same question.
Yeah. Yeah,
Disengage.
taking 5-foot step is one
5-foot
action.
step, so I'm adjacent to Palik.
You want it like right here?
Yeah, right there. And I am now casting Divine Aura.
Before you do so, I need you to make a 31 willpower save. Same thing for you, Palik.
Critical success.
You're fine?
46.
You are fine. You laugh at the scary presence of these creatures. You've seen this all before. Carry on.
This isn't our first tower.
First rodeo. All right, so you're casting some sort of divine something or other?
Divine Aura. So out Bali enchants the stone slab beneath him, and in very much kind of a almost mechanical kind of way, the tile lights up, kind of a subtle gold color, fades a bit, and then as time passes, it spreads to the tiles around it. And then as time passes, it spreads to the tiles around it as the effect grows and grows.
How did you cast that spell? Did you have to like talk to the rocks again?
I do not discuss when I talk about with the rocks. Yes, talking
I
to the
knew
rocks.
it! I told you!
You
Also,
unleashed this
I won't
hidden
tell.
ability in
I won't
Bali.
tell anybody though.
There's effect grants everyone in the immediate range, so me and Balik right now, the what is it? The +2. Yeah.
+2 everything.
+2 against attacks and effects created by creatures who are my opposite alignment. I'm assuming these are not friendly, happy creatures. And any summonings from these creatures is +4.
Oh, sweet.
This was divine aura.
Divine Aura.
It says I got +1. Let's see, +1 armor class and saves while in the area, and then +2 against opposite alignment. Perfect.
And then further that, when creatures of opposite alignment hit the target with a melee attack, they must succeed or versus will or be blinded for a full minute.
That is huge. He says that as a little after aside. Blinded is brutal. And
Yeah, that was the disclaimer at the bottom of the
Yeah.
screen.
and then you have to sustain that each turn, but it gets, as he says, bigger and bigger,
Bigger and
each
bigger.
turn. That is awesome.
So right now it starts at 5, which is immediate around me, and then it goes 10.
Yeah.
20 outside of that.
Don't move, Siltron.
Level 8.
I might be moving closer.
Last up is Xander. Xander, you are in the middle of the room, safely not next to anyone for now. What do you want to do?
Xander's gonna rush across the room towards the wall with the Scoriel writing on it, and getting closer to it. I'm guessing is the yellow thing that's near it, right? Because it's starting to erase that language or take the magic out.
Mm-hmm.
So Xander's gonna move 50 feet because that's 2 move speeds, and for his third action, Xander's gonna throw an elemental toss, taking up a huge chunk of fire and hauling it off at the golden shattered shard that's
Okay.
broken at the moment. So he will roll pretty awesomely, depending on how the attack works. That is a 41.
That's a hit.
Excellent.
What's the damage?
6 plus 67, 73 points of fire.
You
damage.
have shattered what remains of
Nice.
the thing, of the crystal shard. You guys had only 2 turns to destroy it, and you've destroyed it within the first turn, which is fantastic. Dispelling and then that attack. That shard is gone. You can see the words there are muddled, but they are slowly magically repairing themselves to get back into
Nice job.
shape. It'll just take a little bit. Great. With
Thank
that
you.
said, there's one last thing that happens in this round. Seth's already sighing apprehensively. Xander.
Yeah.
Make a perception roll.
So good at perception.
37.
I perceive all sorts of things. I am looking for. I get 35.
Clay. Okay.
35.
All right. Xander, you hear whispered in your ear from behind. You broke the deal and fight against death itself. It will be a pleasure to finally hear you scream, just like when I drained the life from your father. Says Raineth, the undead shadow lieutenant of Scordrennar, who has pursued this group on and on and on throughout this campaign. He materializes behind you, Xander. Not able to react in time, Raineth gets the remaining 2 actions of his turn as attacks with bonuses upon you.
Oh no!
And he strikes out with a spectral hand with a 43 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And
That
a
hits.
38 to hit.
Shoot, that hits too.
Both hit?
Yeah.
All right. And you guys, I don't show my rolls as DM hidden with our latest module things. You guys see my rolls?
No.
Oh,
No.
I was going to say, because you can see the DC there as well. So not only does he hit you, but you got to make one of your favorite rolls. Let's do with the damage first, shall we? You take 42 points of force damage and 35 points of force damage.
Oh my god. Together?
77.
Cool.
That drops Xander down to very little.
Very little.
Like in the
40?
50s?
40s.
40s.
Yeah.
In addition, Xander, it gets worse. As Raineth has gotten the drop on you, you must make a DC 40 fortitude save
Okay.
as he drains your life.
Ah, my life! I need that to live. Oh, it was almost a 17. It's instead of 3. So I rolled a 31.
All right. You are drained 1 and
Oh, no.
stupefied 1.
Oh God.
And then I need you to make a DC 40 fortitude save as he hits you a second
So
time.
if I was already drained 3, does that mean I'm drained 4?
Yes.
Cool.
And
Did you
you're
say stupefied? That's the one I really don't like.
No.
And he's the guy trying to read the message, right?
Is that a P or a D?
Xander's in really bad shape. Make that fortitude 40 save again,
Fortitude
please.
save again. Made it. Made it 40.
You're fine.
Woo!
Oh, the second one. Holy
You
moly.
have 23 hit points remaining. That drain took 17 off of you.
Oh God.
That is really bad. So, everyone listening, whether that's players or audience members, Xander is getting really rocked here. We have a brand new turn. Yaru, you are not far from Xander, but you are right now next to this giant ruiner who pulled the ceiling down.
Is,
Is there not a Raineth on the
Raineth
screen?
supposed
Oh,
to be
sorry,
on there?
I had him here, but didn't do the epic reveal.
Yeah, as soon as this token appears, Yaru's 1,000 eyes pop up. Oh, Raineth is here! Raineth is right there, everybody!
Oh, it's it.
Okay, shit sticks.
Meters away.
I will
Jeremy, keep an eye on the map, make sure everyone can see.
Yeah.
stay on this enemy. I suppose. Yeah, he is resistant to my strike, or to everything but my strike. So I will try to finish this guy off. I will strike with.
You've scratched the surface of it. You've done damage, but he's 85% life still remaining. This big guy.
Yes. Raineth is 100%. I will move over. It's not possible to get in between him and Xander.
No.
Okay, well then I will flank.
You're heading over to Raineth to protect your
I will
your
go over
sorcerer.
to Raineth to protect Xander.
Racing
I'll be right
desperately.
back for you, you big lug.
You gently click punch him on his head.
Little chisels off. And I go over to Raineth, and I say to Raineth, you have unfinished business with everyone in this party. But you won't be here long to see it through. And I will use a key point and a 2-action attack. Because I'm using an unarmed strike, so I can do this. And I will use a quivering palm attack.
What the hell is this?
This is a key attack. So I make an unarmed strike.
What is the? This is the power that I can't remember.
It is a quivering palm technique. It's a 2-action attack and then a fortitude save, basically.
This is incapacitation, necromancy, uncommon, fortitude, say. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do some huge possible damage. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will do that. I will do a quivering palm strike with a natural 20.
Woo! Nice. So necessary right now.
That is huge. Go ahead and roll
So
your damage.
which would
and
be
double it.
a 42, or I'm sorry, a
This
50,
is not.
It'd be a 52, not counting the numbers, but a
Yeah,
natural 20.
and this does not make it if you hit. So you do
I'll-
your
I'll
your
do-
normal double damage.
Yeah, I'll do the
Yeah.
the normal double
And you
damage.
pay the extra action for this quivering palm effect.
Yes, he has to make a fortitude save.
All right. What's your class DC?
39.
Okay.
And the damage is 46 plus 17. 14. So 31 points of damage times 2, so 62 points of damage.
62 points of damage.
And when I said the word party, he felt a pulse in his chest.
Okay.
He has to make a fortitude save.
He has some resistance to your damage.
Okay.
And you did how much?
62.
62. For Raineth. That's a huge hit on him still. You hit him. He does not make the save until you say the word.
Okay, cool. But right now he feels a weird sting for some reason as I crack him.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So it was one action to move,
2 actions.
2 actions to cast this spell.
You have another strike action you
have
can
a
make
strike
as your
you
rune.
can just do.
Well, I thought it was an action. I thought it was.
No, it's 2 actions to cast a spell, which part of it is making a strike.
Oh, okay.
So you have a full strike available to you right now.
Okay, I'll do a second attack modifier, flurry of blows.
We gotta check all this down, don't we? Flurry of blows.
Counts as 1 strike. I use the multiplier at the end of the attacks
No, it makes 2 unarmed strikes, so you can't do that one.
in one turn.
It's
It's not one action.
flurry of
it's one
blows
strike.
is its own thing. It's not
Oh, okay.
a strike. So just do a regular strike with a
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
second missed attack modifier, and you're good to go. Free strike is a free strike.
Yeah, 16 and what am I doing? Plus 28, so 50. Oh wait,
40.
40. I'm sorry. Jeez.
16 and 28.
Yeah.
No, that's still not right.
16, 30,
44?
Yeah.
Or Seth helping with the math.
Sorry.
16 and
44.
28. 44, right?
44 is a 46 with flanking.
With flank. Thank you.
Is
46.
a miss.
Okay.
Jesus!
What?
Damn.
Raineth has grown
So
in power
that-
every time you
That was
met
a
him.
16 on my die, people. So a
That's
natural
not
20
okay.
it will be.
Oh my god, how will
All right.
Okay.
Next up are the husks. There was one next to Bali. It is going to move a step forward, and it will do its vomiting of bone shards. It did not do it. It was another one that did it last time. Also on Palik and Bali. I need you two guys to make saves of 34 reflex. Palik and Bali, 34 reflex.
Critical success.
I'm going to use my hero points.
I did roll a natural 20. I don't know if I can help him with that. It would have been any success is critical, but it did happen
Oh,
to
are we
roll
on
a
that?
20 on the dice.
Nah.
Okay.
Free flex, it's 39. So success now becomes a critical success.
Critical success. Again, you guys take no damage from that. His turn is done. There is another one trying to destroy Shunka with a snap of its jaws on the poor puppy with a 40 to hit.
That will miss.
Really?
You sure will.
A 41 to hit?
That will hit.
Oh.
And I did do the correct roll. And then he claws with a 34. So he got one hit in only. And that is 30.
He was prone.
Oh, so last attack was a miss, which was a miss anyways. Thank you for that. So 38 points of piercing and negative damage on Shunka.
Okay.
So he did get up
And
Yeah.
I just absorbed the last one.
and negative 38.
To
Yep.
Shunka.
So Shunka should be at 101.
Palik, you turn around. There's also a husk upon you. This is the one you've damaged quite a bit. And it is going to strike you with its jaws and then claw twice. 37,
Nope.
29,
Nope.
and 30.
Nope.
Strike, claw, cannot get you at all. Sildren, you are kind of in a like quarterback zone protected area. What do you want to do?
Can I get a distance to Raineth,
Okay.
please?
Distance to Raineth.
80?
46 missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe you can make him try to save for something.
Well, that's not what I have in mind. And I don't have anything. Again, I've picked very poorly for this. Sildren will cast a. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast a 6th level searing, like just a bright. Sildren hears Raineth and like has been focusing on Shunka's fight, and then just spins and is like, "Oh no!" and a burst of light comes forth from his hand. He's also going to use the boon of Keth.
Whoa.
So he's going to get +2 to this attack.
No, you're not. Raineth is a pretty annoying and ever-present enemy. Bump that up to a +3. Keth would like him
+3.
dead as well. Raineth is holding up a shadowy hand to block every bit of this energy that he can.
And just Sildren just is like, no, and just blasts. Baby Daddy needs a strike. And a natural 1.
Oh no!
God dang!
And no victory points. No hero points.
Points.
I have one, but
I have none.
yeah.
All right, the energy goes at him. He holds up a hand of shadows and deflects it to his left, right at Master Yaru. Sildren, make another attack roll against.
Oh, and I have
Master
1,000
Yaru's.
eyes to get blinded with.
That is going to be with my,
No +3.
32 total.
32 is a miss.
That's a
All
critical
right.
failure. Thank you.
All right. And Rain is just.
Okay, maybe.
Is that it, Sildren?
No. Sildren is going to, although Shunka is going to take one of Sildren's actions and will attack twice
On the husk next to it.
on the husk that he is currently engaged
Okay.
with. Okay, first attack is going to be a 39 to hit.
Is it hit?
15, 28.
Okay.
And it's knocked down.
Okay.
And then Shunka's going to make a second attack.
Dog is tearing
Does he
away.
get extra because it's prone?
+2.
Good. Okay, so that's going to be 45.
Is a critical hit.
Nice.
So that's going
Two
to
criticals for
be, let's see, 7, 13, 18 plus 8, 26, 52.
52. That's a lot of damage.
Big hit.
Yeah.
Good job.
And
Shunka.
knocked prone again.
And knocked upright. It's still alive, but Shunka is tearing repeatedly. The Ruiner now goes. This is the larger beast that Yaru moved away from.
Yeah, I know it's
Can't believe I
shitty.
nat 1, that motherfucker.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's kind of telling for how this is gonna go.
Well, I mean, you rolled a 20.
A 20,
though.
but that's what I'm gonna have to roll. It seems.
Yeah.
The Ruiner steps forward about 20 feet
Yep.
towards you, Yaru, not wanting you to get away from it, and rips off a section of column and swings it at you from a distance twice. Okay. You see if you can dodge this with a 44 to hit,
Dodge this.
A 44. Yep, that will hit.
and then a 37.
That'll miss.
First one, boom, you're hit by this pillar that he swings around for 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that's it for its turn. And it's also looking up at the ceiling, but shaking its head. It's not quite right. time yet. Palik, you're on the northeast corner. You got 2 of these husks, and you got Bali behind
Molly,
you.
you gotta get out of here. Go help Xander.
I can't move. I can't go anywhere.
Oh, well, okay, then I'll protect you here, and I'll attack this same husk that I've been beating on. It's a 35.
Is a hit. Seth looks confused. Seth
No, you got
looks
it.
confused.
You know these are slow, right?
Alistair's like, why doesn't a 35 work
Yeah.
for me?
Come on, you get the easy ones.
55.
55 points of damage.
Good God.
Well, swing
Nice
again.
shot.
Have you taken any damage, Yaru?
I just took 33 points.
31.
Of what type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, and then I'll
Is that
miss
force?
No,
No?
that's physical, which is not protected by elements.
Okay.
Good catch.
Thank you.
Again. I'll miss
what's the
again.
number
if
for
that's
that, by the
the
way?
All right.
one.
It's
He's looking pretty
5.
bad.
Yeah.
They're like
Bali, you
elemental.
are behind Palik. 2 of these
Two.
husks in front of her.
There's a pulse
Acid
in the
will electricity
tiles,
fire
and it goes
force,
from 10
negative,
feet to
con-
20 feet.
Positive and
Okay.
sonic.
This now consumes Shunka and I think Sildren effectively.
Yep.
So you have +2 against these guys now.
Okay.
So,
Woo.
As long as you don't move.
Not
as long as
Shunka.
you
Not
don't-
Shunka yet. Not Shunka yet.
Oh, not,
Okay.
at 40?
Oh, no, it's 20 feet out. Emanates. It emanated 10,
10,
and now it emanates 20. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing a 20 out. Shunka's 25.
Okay. Oh, Jones. Okay. And Bali gets on one knee, just kind of bends down just a little bit, starts fiddling about with the ground, and whispers a bit, and then places a very familiar-looking peach on the ground, to which a little shape of stone grabs it, clutches it in its hand, and races across to where Xander is.
Stone baby.
It rests at your feet. It drops the peach there, and the peach kind of clambers up a vine that is just kind of growing under it, and it drops it into your hand.
In my hand. Perfect.
So what the hell did you do game mechanic wise?
This is the spell known as Thoughtful Gift at rank 2.
And what does that do?
Everything that I just said.
I've just never heard of this.
Allows me to
before.
teleport an item from my possession to a person that I know very well within 500 feet.
Does
line of
anybody
sight.
really know Xander, though?
Do you guys recall the last time someone tried to teleport a peach to me and I got hit by a dragon?
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again.
I show it's 120 feet, and at third level, 500 feet.
Second level. At third level, there's 3 iterations of it, but yeah, the second iteration of that would
Is third level. You've prepared it at third
I
level?
prepared it at 5. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not casting it at 5.
Okay, great. Well, you have to have your spells done in advance. So if you're prepared at 5, it's cast as a 5.
But I don't have to use the ability of the 5.
No. But it takes a 5th slot.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It'll
okay,
take
okay.
a 5th
It's like,
slot.
how long have we been doing this? All right. Oh my god. Let's retcon just 30 or 40 adventures. Okay. And you have given him what exactly?
The Celestial Peach.
Oh my god.
Which is the only OnlyFans I subscribe to.
The Celestial Peach, a divine, quote-unquote, piece of fruit that should one bite of it, they gain the benefit of regeneration.
Wow. So yeah, this just plops right into your hand. That's so cool. I want to go ahead and give you a hero point, Bali, pretty please. Great description.
For sure.
Give it to Jeremy. He needs it.
And great, Xander, you are up.
Xander immediately feeling this peach and the stone baby dropping in his hands.
Oh, you don't feel the stone baby.
The stone
Still-
baby feels you.
That way it's legal.
Xander will,
Oh my
will
God.
eat the peach. To take by the celestial peach. And then
Grab her by the celestial peach.
Remember, I'm behind him.
you know what? I think this is gonna work. Because I'm trying to figure out the directions. Could you do me a favor, Seth? Could you draw a wall from the edge of the door, the north edge of the door behind us, and through us, through Xander, to the wall on the other side? So we're doing a diagonal line. I want to see if it's about
From
60
where?
feet. So the wall at the edge of the door on the top left,
Mm-hmm.
and then just a straight line through Xander to the bottom corner. We're just trying to do a straight line. I'm trying to get it about 60 feet long.
Well.
Yeah, that's straight diagonal line.
So the door
Diagonal
to the
line.
west, the northern
the double-
most
There's
piece.
there's a legend in the way.
The double doors.
Okay. From there, diagonal line
Di-
to.
the door on the far west wall,
Mm-hmm.
the northern point of that door, where the A
And
probably
then
is.
draw a straight line through Xander, like trying to be in between Xander and the two enemies there. Just like,
Yeah.
like you're cutting right through Xander.
Are we able to see that wall, the door on the west?
Oh.
There we go.
But essentially from the northern.
I'm trying to go
point
wall
of
to
that
wall,
door.
and I'm trying to make a 60-foot line. Not straight, it's a diagonal. There it is. Like that. Over,
Yeah.
Splitting you and the enemies?
Yeah.
splitting me and the
two-
enemies. Yeah,
I
I'm
gotcha.
putting the wall up in between me and the enemies.
This is wall of stone?
This is the prismatic wall.
Ooh.
There you
Xander's
go.
never cast this
You got it,
before, but he's been waiting for Raineth, as it's been sitting in his quiver. A prismatic wall is an opaque wall of shimmering, multicolored light. The wall is straight and vertical, and it will stretch 60 feet long, and it'll be 30 feet high. It does cast out a huge bright light out to 20 feet on each side and dim light to the next 20 feet. Creatures other than me that come into the wall's light must attempt a will save, or they're dazzled for 1 round. If on a success, or they're blinded on a failure. Their DC is 38.
This is going to mess up their vision like crazy.
Yeah.
I have 300 eyes.
Close them all.
Yeah, I'm trying. If I close these 3, these 4 open.
All right, and it looks like that wall is not going to put the
Is that-
ruiner.
Is that actually 60 feet? Because I was doing the math, and it should go to below the column down there. That's the wall.
Yeah.
You
Right
can draw a
there.
line
That'll
like
work.
that.
That'll
So,
work.
a little further.
So like that. I don't know if you can you see my blue one?
No,
Well, never mind.
but we get the picture.
But you could do one of those like you're drawing a block spell. You could do that instead. That way you don't actually have to draw a damn line like that.
Okay, so Xander, you create this colorful wall between you and the two creatures. Rain is immediately separated between you and him, and
I gotta let you know what's happening with the prismatic wall. It's not just bright light.
Oh.
It starts that way.
ooh,
A prismatic wall has blinding effects, right, and everything go on, but it has 7 different layers.
Okay,
in this prismatic wall.
I've had that dip recently.
Each is a different color. Red, orange, yellow, green all have the effect of the 5th level chromatic wall spell. And then the other 2, let's see. The other have the effect of the 7th level chromatic wall spell of that color. A creature that tries to pass through the wall must attempt a saving throw against each component of the wall.
Oh my god.
The effects take place simultaneously, so a creature is turned to stone by the blue wall is still treated as a creature for the indigo and violet walls.
So yeah, this is complicated. So there's a spell called Chromatic Wall, which does things like damage or preventing ranged ammunition from getting through. You have to choose which color. Xander's does them all. So when you guys go through, you go through each freaking color.
All Roy G. Biv. The whole thing.
I've got 8 colors. No, there are all 7 colors. Holy moly.
Yep.
That's brutal. Okay.
Clever.
And you had and you did an action to consume. All right. It is Raineth's turn. And the question is, did I give him fly or not? No. He has instantaneous movement, so he cannot be interrupted, but it is straight line walking movement.
Isn't he in the wall though? He starts his turn. in the
No,
wall?
it's
No,
he's like split up between. Yikes. Okay, no, Yaru just did a bunch of attention grabbing damage to him. He spins around.
Did he make his will save?
Why?
Because I cast that wall,
Oh,
so it requires a will save to make sure that he isn't dazzled or blinded.
Do they both need to do that?
Yeah, they both do. In fact, Yaru, you will too.
Is it? Yeah.
It's 20 feet.
Okay.
38's the DC.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
You close all of your eyes.
will
Yeah.
save 38. You
38
said?
will
Okay.
save.
He got a natural 1.
Oh my God.
I was like, this is totally easy for him. What the hell just happened to poor Raineth?
On a critical failure, they are blinded for 1 minute.
All right, hold on, hold on. He is immune
Soup's on, baby.
not to blindedness. He is blinded by the light.
Meat's
Yeah.
back on the menu, children.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Is he wrapped up like a deuce?
He's about to be. He's about to be entangled in some
Yeah.
Do
Yaru.
not get ahead of yourselves.
Yeah,
We
no,
got
really.
One little win.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
about
a
to-
big
pretty
win.
big.
I'm
though.
literally about to
That's a
grapple
big
him so
win,
he
yeah.
can't move.
What about the ruiner?
Yeah, fuck.
Oh yeah, the ruiner has to make a save as well.
I will say during its turn here.
And
there's
he'll
already
have to
enough.
go like around.
And then we do custom thing for blinded. We do a flat 13 or higher for any attacks to hit. So it has to. What is that? No, you don't roll it.
A 13
No,
out of 20 chance.
I realized that I'm stupefied 1, and I cast a spell. I had to roll a flat 5 or higher
Oh, right.
check to make sure I got it. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm okay.
So yeah,
That's
so
why
he has
I
a
just rolled.
decent chance to miss every attack before he even has a chance. Wow, blinded. Raineth spins around and strikes blindedly at
the
you.
wall.
At you, Yaru, 3 times.
Let's roll your 13s.
No, he's gonna just do it once. He's gonna reach out and touch you just once. So I'm making, what is it, a 13 you just said? And that's a 17. He gets through the blindness, is able to sense where you are, makes a touch with a freaking 56 on you, Yaru.
That's a critical.
Jeez. But he's
Yaru.
blind.
Yeah,
Dang it.
there's got to be some like penalty. To
Yaru, you've been hit for 74 points of force damage.
Jeez.
And you need to make
I'm
it
5
resistant
less.
To that, yeah.
not force.
Yes, force.
Really?
Yep.
Dang, that's powerful.
So how many?
71.
69. It's 5 points.
69.
69.
Yeah.
It was 74 minus 5.
Oh, I
69.
thought you said 60.
And then make a fortitude 40 save to be drained of life.
Okay.
Subsequently,
I have,
Xander's healed 15 health and is up at 38.
Only at the start of his turn.
I thought it was the end of his turn.
Start of his turn.
Natural 20.
You are totally fine for that. He then, even though it clawed you, you resist that draining life. Your monk power and essence resists that. With his remaining 2 actions, though, he reaches out a hand without touching you and pulls you super fast with dimensional shunt and grabs your whole body and pulls you past him through the prismatic wall unless you make a 40 fortitude save.
But does he have to make the 13 too?
No, he doesn't touch. This is not an attack like that.
Oh. That's not good.
Natural 20.
Jeez!
Oh my God!
2 back-to-back.
They're
Check
both
those
dice are in the
What's
tray
going
to
on?
see.
What's happening?
Both dice. That's 3 natural 20s tonight.
All
Xander
right,
Xander opens the wall real quick.
This is still a very powerful effect. On success, you are
Any success is critical.
You are moved 5 feet, and that's not enough. He gets you right up to he pulls you 5 feet right up to the wall, but you stop. The light almost getting you. Wow, that would have been awesome.
Uses his like monkness just to like you know
Yeah.
just barely not
Tom
touch
Cruise vertical though, falling on the ground. That was fantastic, Yaru, and it is Yaru's turn.
He stops, and without turning, he looks at Raineth.
it. Boop, 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 with the eyes.
And Raineth is like,
Yeah.
I got him. I can't see him. I got him. He's dead. And you don't need to do any flanking because he's blind, so he's flat-footed from any angle.
Good.
You can still miss.
For the first action, Yaru will say to Raineth, You have been chasing us for a very long time, and we have been through much. But it is your turn to feel our pain. And when Yaru says pain, Raineth must make a fortitude save.
Okay. You call out this key word from Quivering Palm, I think for the first time, yes?
Yes.
He has to make a fortitude save. Unfortunately, that's easy peasy with the man of his
I
skill with a
figured.
41.
That is a success.
Yeah.
Yep, that is a success. Which means that he... Excuse me, where's my spell?
Success or that's just a regular success?
That's a regular success.
There's still good stuff to this.
So this is a heightened spell, mind you. So he is now stunned 1
It's huge.
and takes 50 damage. His chest pulses and something, he doesn't have a heart, but something within him just
Yeah.
breaks.
I'm double checking. The damage type hasn't changed, so it's still your regular damage
Yep.
type. And he has resistance to some effects, but not this necromancy, oddly enough, particular effect. All of this affects him. Wow.
It is an incapacitation, if that means anything.
That is fantastic.
But he is now immune to that spell.
But 50 points of damage and stunned 1 on a success. That is huge.
And that doesn't count as an attack.
No.
So now,
Get him.
Yeah.
now Yaru will Flurry of Blows attack this guy.
Okay.
With
One
my-
regular action for 2 attacks. Raineth, though, is still blocking. He can
Yes.
sense where you're at. It's going to be hard to get through his armor.
Flurry of Blows.
Don't forget to add the +2 because he's flat-footed.
Thank you. It's going to be a 42.
It's a miss.
That's fine. My last action.
No, you get 2 attacks.
2
on
attacks. I'm
Flurry
sorry.
of
Jeez,
Blows.
I keep forgetting. That's not a whole lot better. 45.
Is a miss.
Okay.
And you have one more action and then one more strike.
Yes. Yes. The last action
Why
will
did
be.
we give him the speed? He already has a lot of... Sorry, go
The
ahead.
last action will be a grapple.
Going to grapple Raineth the Shadow.
I am going to tackle Raineth the Shadow.
Okay. What the hell is happening is my question.
Throw him into the wall.
Yeah.
What the
Well,
hell
my
is
last
it?
action, I can't throw him. I got to strike him. But
Wouldn't a
Grapple.
Wouldn't a shove work?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Shove.
Yeah, I'll do that instead if I can. I'm not. Well, yeah, I am facing the wall. A shove is athletics.
Full on,
or-
this is Sparta moment.
Hmm?
Full on, this is Sparta
Yeah.
moment.
Shove.
You will know our pain.
Make
Shoo.
athletics against opponent's fortitude DC.
Athletics with a free hand to push enemy.
You push your opponent back 5 feet. Is that putting him in position where you would hit the wall?
Yes.
Looks
I
like
know
it.
You say yes.
He hasn't moved on the thing.
That would push him in. All right, so you need to make an athletics versus his fort plus 10. Go for it. Not easy. Not easy.
I will use a hero point. I rolled a 4.
You can do better.
I know. Last hero point. Oh wait, no, I can't. I don't have any hero points left. I rolled a natural 1
Okay.
earlier, so
And then you have 1 strike left.
yeah, so I'll just go ahead and attack him
All
again.
right, this is your 3rd attack.
Plus 24.
Well, that would have been an action, but he's not going to. Oh, no,
Speed
no,
rune.
Never mind. Yeah. Carry on. Sorry.
41.
There's a miss. All right, you still got a big. That word was
Big.
huge. It
yeah.
is
50 points.
And remind me about a stun too. Husks are
Yes.
going. The first husk is going to stay right there and reach out with extended limbs and attack Bali the healer. It extends its neck creepishly and bites at you with a 43.
That will make contact. It must now make a will save.
Stand by. And then it's going to hit you a second time. And if that doesn't. All right, so it's got to do will saves.
Do will saves.
All right, this is dealing with your divine aura, correct?
Correct.
Rolled a critical failure of a 27.
It is now blinded for 1 minute.
Okay.
Let's go.
And the second was the same number of attack, and its save is a 33. Well, it doesn't matter. It's
it
blinded a
wouldn't
minute.
matter.
Okay. Blinded for a minute. If and it says after it hits, what's the
Yeah,
trigger?
it hits me.
Okay, so the first hit hits, and then it's blinded from there, then on. So I need to roll that for the second hit.
Hits a target with a melee. Yep.
The second hit misses due to the
A
blind
reaction.
condition, by the way.
Nice.
All right, so the jaws do hit you, though, Bali, for 43 piercing and negative.
43.
There is another husk. It is commanded to help. Raineth says, "Here, on me! Wherever you are!" And it's the husk stands up for an action, being knocked down by Shunka, and then flies with insane speed over towards Yaru for one action only.
Remember, I cannot be flanked.
The blinded guy cannot generate flanking anyways.
Okay, cool.
I don't think so. And he is right there, and yeah, with 1,000 eyes, you're good too. The brittle husk is right behind you and is going to bite at you with its last action. Yaru with a 43 to hit.
That will hit.
Yaru, you've been bitten for.
It does approach within 20 feet of the wall, so it does need to make a will save because of the 20-foot light blast that's coming out.
Jesus.
That's emanating for a full hour.
It's a 33.
That is a fail. So on a fail that's not a critical fail, it is blinded. Oh, hang on. It is blinded for a round.
Okay.
On failure.
All right. God dang. so
Can it
many
remake
blindness.
that attack throw?
Yeah. Or see if it
the
even.
attack is a hit unless it doesn't roll. What was it? 13 or
13.
higher. 19. It's fine. It went through.
Are you sure about that? Yaru has summoned the Black Cat Curse. And it has to roll that again.
Okay.
You have a black cat curse?
I do.
Are you just making this up?
No?
Have you had this the whole time?
Due to bad luck, it flails around in its blinded condition and cannot strike Yaru
Nice.
after all.
Nice. That is awesome.
There is one last husk, and this is the one on Palik. It is badly wounded, and it's going to try and attack the hell out of you. Same situation, though, right, Christopher?
Correct.
All right. That is a 43 again to hit.
That hits.
And then a will save for its blindedness is a 43 on the save.
That'll succeed.
All right. It then claws with a 35 and then a 29. So one hit.
For how many?
Looking now, 32 points of piercing and negative.
32. Okay.
And then they're no longer affected by that for a while, right?
1 minute. The remainder of combat.
Okay. That's it for the husk. Sildren, you have not really moved except for 5 feet.
Yep.
No one's really around you.
Yep.
Let Xander be the tank up front, as always. The hell, Xander?
Still hasn't read the message.
Yeah. Shit. I don't have great. Sildren is just. He's focused in on Raineth, and he's gonna cast. Unfortunately, it's only 3rd level, Searing Light.
My God, Jeremy's getting this live action cam zooming in on each character from the live feed, like freaking sports announcer or something.
Am I still getting the bonus for attacking Raineth, or was that only?
Just that one.
Okay. All right. I am attacking Raineth. I am making a spell attack roll.
With Searing Light?
Searing Light.
Hold on. He's got plenty of soft cover for you to be aware of. He's got many people between you and him.
All right. Then in that case, I am actually going to the husk that Palik is fighting. Shit. I don't like that idea either. I don't have much.
So the green line is in the wrong spot. That
Yeah,
big dude
yeah, I
is on
know.
the other side of the wall.
I know. I kind of don't want to get his attention though.
That's squishy.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. Sildren will attack the Ruiner with a Searing Light
Okay.
instead, since he has no cover.
All right.
The wall doesn't provide cover.
The wall is going to provide cover. It's going to provide +2 to his armor class.
He's
but
on the
I
other
am
side of
going
the
to have your damage increase by 15 due to some cool prismatic effect if it is able to hit him.
Refraction.
All right.
Yes.
Sildren's making his attack roll. That's going to be a 40 to hit.
Is a hit.
Nice.
At 15, as this rainbow
Alright.
effect blasts through the
And I
prism.
assume he's undead.
Yes, he is.
Okay. So let's see.
Yes.
Searing Light, blah, blah, blah. Let me just double check something. I've only cast this a million times. 5d6 damage. Target fiend or undead. Deal an extra 5d6. Okay, so 10, 15, 15, 19, 22 plus. So that's 22 fire damage, I think. Yeah, fire. And then the positive damage is 6, 8. 18.
What's total damage?
18 positive plus, what did I say? I have no idea.
So you
I
had
set a
18 and
number.
12, or 22?
Yeah,
22,
okay, 18, 20. So a total of 40
40. All right.
Plus
He-
the 15, unless that was included.
plus the 15.
55. Plus, he has a weakness to positive damage.
Good.
You did a decent chunk of damage to him. He is still a big guy, though.
And then Shunka is using 2 actions to move
Racing across the
and
battlefield.
racing across. What is Shunka's move speed of 50? And he will reach the husk that he was fighting before.
Okay.
So he's chasing that husk down. He's like, oh, no, you're not getting away.
The Ruiner reaches up to the ceiling and pulls down with his magic effect, collapsing more sections of stone. There's one section from the wall, a couple from the ceiling. He is doing one section alone is falling on Xander, Yaru, and his master,
Wow.
Raineth. Before you roll, another one is dropping on Palik and Bali, and then another one is falling on Sildren. Shunka's the only one who is safe from this particular attack. All you got to do is make reflex save 35s.
Critical success.
Critical success.
Failure.
And failure.
I don't know about my number specifically.
Actually, I'm gonna spin my. Come on, baby. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a 45.
Oh, that was a
All right, Raineth steps out of the way.
Critical success.
Xander's great.
Which direction does Raineth move?
You just quick both
Okay.
sides.
I was looking at my die and I couldn't.
Molly,
figure out
what'd
what
you
the
get?
number was.
If my math is right, 45.
Yeah.
45 is a critical success. Take no damage. Sildren then's the only one who takes any damage. You enjoy it all for 41 points of bludgeoning. And you are pushed down and are now restrained by the rubble.
Oh, Jesus!
You will need a 33 to escape with
33
Has to be,
athletics.
or you can even do acrobatics. No, it'll be athletics. You gotta push your
Athletics
way
is
out.
fine. That's my better.
Okay.
Anyways,
That
I
was
should
the
be fine.
Ruiner's full turn. Man, you guys keep dodging this stuff. Palik, what are you doing?
Well, I didn't.
I'm gonna keep whittling down this stupid husk. I want to move. I want to get in the action, but Bali said he couldn't move, and I don't want to leave Bali
Pick me
without.
up.
Yeah,
Just
Bali's
saying.
like tiny.
It's an option.
So yeah, I will stay there and protect our healer. I'm going to attack that guy for a 42.
42 of the Wounded Husk
Yep.
is a hit.
52 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah!
That's nice.
Do it again. 36
Is a hit.
52.
Really? Okay. It is critically injured.
So try to kill it.
Critically injured.
do it!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 39.
All right. You need to do 11 points of damage. Can you pull this
Can you
off?
even do less than
Yeah,
that?
can you get critical failures? Can we do negative dice on the rolls?
Oh, my God.
Uh,
Almost max roll.
58.
And he is shattered into a bunch of bony pieces. Nice job.
Nice.
Well done.
Thank you.
Paul, you brush bone shards out of your hair. There's still one not too far away from you and Plee. What else you got?
Those 3 actions.
Yeah, Bali. Good job.
The pulse goes to 60 feet now.
It goes even bigger?
Yeah.
No, it
To
increases
no
by
one.
10
By
feet.
10, sorry. So it's 30 feet now.
Yeah,
was
should
10,
be 30
20,
feet.
30.
Oh, also, everyone can see Xander's prismatic wall briefly turns to vines and then returns back to colors. There's something weirdly chaotic just brimming on the surface there.
Oh God!
It's creating a new layer. So there was that, and then I've got some. What's the range to Yaru presently?
85.
Okay, info.
Sustaining stuff.
Yeah, sustaining is tough.
You don't have a sustaining trait feat? I thought that was an option.
It's for
If you're trying to heal me, don't
crafty
worry
wizard
about it.
people.
Xander's got it
Okay.
for sure.
Don't worry about healing Yaru.
Alright, I won't worry about
Yeah,
that.
but there are 3 heroes over there.
I gotta get over there. So I need to get over there. So that's what I'm going to do. I pulsed big. I'm going to move twice in that direction.
That might make it.
That's 25,
So 50.
50 feet.
50.
Yeah, and then a 30-foot
and
radius.
Add 30-foot radius and see if that covers that distance at all.
I think it's going to be shy.
Probably will, but I just wanted to see it. See where we're at.
You're catching Shunka.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a start.
Close.
That's a start. I like, though, that it gets bigger and bigger. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
40.
yeah. The next
40
round.
you'll
it'll-
get Yaru. 50 you'll get.
Xander.
That's a much better healing spot, too, right there.
Yeah, you're right where Xander was at the beginning.
That'll end mine. Xander's start will heal 15. You're
Xander, you
38.
regenerate 15 from the peach effect,
Woo!
bringing him up to what?
38.
Jeez.
A
It
symbol.
doesn't matter at that
Mommy!
point.
Read the damn message. Well, you still can.
It's plus 15 health, and you can't die. I mean, you know.
Yaru's really trying to read it with all of his eyes, but it's like
Yeah.
a kaleidoscope
Yeah.
in the wall.
Like like a fly's POV.
Yeah.
This might be an important thing. It was probably a label on the back of the peach that you missed. Don't catch fire and don't get any acid on you. Just
Fire's
Oddly specific.
fire's
Okay.
kind of his thing.
just don't.
It's, I mean,
Just don't.
it's kind of my bag, but all right.
Celestial peach, not a miracle peach. There are some flaws built in.
Dr.
Xander
Bali's
will
Miracle Peach.
move closer to the wall so that he can see the image, and then turn around and over his shoulder he will throw chain lightning at starting with the freaking.
If you want to read the message, that will take an action.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna read the message real quick.
So you're moving for one.
And gonna read the message, and then we'll see
Where
what we
are you
got for a
move-
third
where are
action.
you
Do
moving?
some elemental toss. I'm moving
Towards
towards
the-
the wall
towards
so I can
the
see
The
the
wall
message.
message, not the prismatic wall.
Yeah.
Please,
Southwest
yeah,
corner.
the actual wall.
I'm going to the prismatic light.
All right, you walk over there. You see the words. The words are a little jumbled, but you can make out a message in Old Chorlorn language left by the wizards of the Scoriel Guild. This reads. Ooh. I didn't have the right number. This reads. Message number 4. Symbol of fire will show you the way. Do not stray from it, or evil hands will claim you. Symbol of fire will show you the way. Do not stray from it, or evil hands will claim you. Some strange riddled text is now within your brain, Xander.
Evil hands will claim you. Is that right?
Do not stray from it, or evil hands will claim you.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Xander turns around and throws an elemental toss at the ruiner
Can you see him?
through
Not
the wall. I can see him. I can cast anything through that wall.
Nice.
It's a natural one.
Oh,
What that
I can
was.
cast anything through that.
Bounce.
Boink.
All right. I just need you to do the same things before. Make another attack roll against Master Yaru. please.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I did not see that coming.
That was a 19. So with a 28 plus, that's 47.
That does hit.
It's 47. Do I need to roll half damage or just?
Oh, no, that's full damage.
Okay, that's fine. Just let me just checking. What's that note? Let's see.
I'm resistant
What is that?
to
Elemental toss.
fire, right?
Yeah. Fire is one of the things he
By five.
resists.
Oh, and Xander's energy resistance, so
Also
25,
Chris,
right?
No, 15.
15
Plus-
from Xander. Yeah.
Plus Sildren, so
You don't-
20.
You don't add. That's highest. Take the highest.
Oh yeah, so
Oh.
it'll just be fire.
Well,
15.
why do I have two spells on the same?
Because one is
Because-
a whole bunch of
yeah,
things.
the energy Aegis is multiple
All right,
resistances.
I'll accept.
80 points of fire damage.
Holy cow! Minus 15 is 65 points of fire.
Puff of smoke comes out.
That's a freaking like Wile E. Coyote burnt hair bit.
Don't smoke, kids.
It's the freaking shrunken head from Beetlejuice. So yeah, just out of nowhere, the prismatic boom, elemental toss.
What's 246 minus 33 minus 69 minus 80? That's where I'm at.
You're just shy 80 hit points.
That's fine. I'm good.
We need a different name for that spell now at this high level. Elemental toss is too small.
It's not doing it
Elemental
as much.
wallop.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, wallop. I like
that is
Just call it
big.
hit Yaru with that shit, because you've always hit me with that shit.
Elemental enema.
Raineth now goes.
Stunned one, blinded,
Stunned one.
and blind,
And blind.
and blind.
and not very intelligent.
I almost slowed him. I almost cast the slow spell.
That would be awesome.
And the
I had to read the
episode,
passage.
the episode will read, "When it raineth, it poureth."
That might be. Oh, that might be a great episode name.
Right there one day.
Uh-huh.
Raineth, stunned one, uses his remaining actions to race across the battlefield
Where did he go?
towards Sildren.
Oh, snap pants.
How does he know where Sildren is?
He hates Sildren a lot.
He can.
You
He has
can probably
some
beat him
sense.
on.
He has some sense.
That's a pretty good sense.
Like when I smelled tacos.
I'm saying.
He just
Got a
know.
good
Like a
idea.
peach, he just appeared in front of Sildren.
Then there is another loud booming vibration throughout the tower.
It's still happening. Damn it.
Through one of the sections of stone that have fallen from above, about 80 feet up from this isolated island in the middle of the night with the storm still raging, you see a pale orangish reddish light of an eye of a ginormous creature that has finally arrived at the tower. And that eye is what you've been seeing at from some distance now, Palik.
Those lights from 2 or 3 miles away.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a ginormous creature. It gives out this huge Godzilla-ish sound that shakes the tower itself. And then you don't know if it's a good sign or bad, but the eye that's right up against the hole in the wall disappears and backs away. It is Master Yaru's turn.
We saw that or she saw that?
Every battle, everyone here in the battle saw that.
You needed a map.
You
with
couldn't
just a-
miss
Yeah.
it.
How many of my eyes were staring
They're
at
all
this?
wide.
We need to get out of here. There is dark. There are forces greater than reigneth here. And Yaru will. How far away?
Where's Raineth?
He's right here next to
Between
Sildren.
Sildren and Sildren.
I'm gonna
Or
flank
Sildren.
Raineth. I have a movement speed of 55, so I can get there in at least 2 actions. So I will get right next to Raineth, and I will say to him,
If it matters to you, you don't need to flank him because
"Oh, he's blind."
he's
I still will, so he can't escape. I mean, he's like a teleporter, I guess. So.
All right, stop, sir. A section of ceiling
Yep.
is pulled down by the Ruiner as he does a reaction called Impede. As you instigate a move trait, a section of ceiling comes flying at you, not to do damage, but just to knock you down and stop this move. Make a Reflex 35 save.
Critical success.
And ignore everything that you jump onto the debris and use it to gain a little bit of extra
do some
speed.
like Inception running,
Nice.
walled running and stuff.
Keep going.
To get to flanking Rainith, I will go ahead and do we'll just do a 2-action 1-inch punch. Because I can do that.
Okay.
So we'll do a natural 1.
Oh God. You're not supposed to do those.
We'll just drop you prone. You swing hard and you miss and drop prone. All right, Yaru is done. There is a husk on the northeast. It is going to protect Rainith by moving past Palik towards Yaru. And will snap at you twice, Yaru.
Okay.
Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse.
Even though I'm on the ground, I still can't be flat-footed.
Correct.
Because I have 1,000 eyes.
That's crazy.
So
All
ha!
right.
Just says
All right.
cannot be flat-footed.
Hey, I'm putting weird game mechanic things with blindness. We'll definitely continue that with eyes helping you on being prone. Let's do it. All right. It is, however, a 48 to hit, then a 31 to hit.
Ooh, the first one does hit.
Okay.
And that was a blind strike? Because it is blinded.
That creature is blind?
That creature is blind.
Yes.
All right,
Oh, wow.
stand by. 13 or higher. House rule.
Damn house rules.
Never mind.
It trips and falls prone right next to me.
The holy light still has it blinded. And then it missed the second attack. Nice job. That creature's done. There is another husk. Where's
Shunka.
that husk?
Next to
Next to
Shunka
Shunka.
and the ruin.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. The other husk is right next to Shunka. It will attack Shunka. It is not blinded, I believe.
But it is facing a +2 bonus on the creature.
Beholder.
What's that, Christopher?
It is within my divine aura.
Oh, so Shunka gets a bonus. +2 to its armor class. Okay, it's a 36 to hit, 30 and 25.
Nope.
Claws.
None of those.
Just raced, attacking like crazy. Nothing. Sildren, you were alone in the battlefield. Now you've got two
Hey,
enemies.
whoa! I was here for a reason.
There's enough love to go around.
Buddy. I will very simply cast a cantrip. Disrupt undead.
Interesting.
And Raineth will need to make a fortitude saving throw. And I believe it's, for a cantrip, it's like 1d6 for each spell level, right? So it's 9d6.
Correct.
Against undead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a fortitude save.
Yep.
Raineth laughed at your fortitude. I said that, but he got a natural 1 not too long ago. All right. His save is 55.
Wow.
55 will be a critical success.
That's a double critical success almost.
Um,
How'd it feel counting all those sixes?
well, it would have been 36 damage. Shunka will attack twice against the husk.
Okay.
Because he still has his actions. All right. First attack is going to be a 43 to hit.
Hits.
That's going to be 14 plus 8, 22. And then his second attack is going to be a 30 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is the Ruiner. The Ruiner is going to attack. No, Raineth commands something in undead language you do not know, but is pointing beyond the Ruiner. And the Ruiner is essentially trying to stop Xander from reading the message, not knowing that that has already been accomplished, and is racing over to you, Xander, passing through the wall.
So to
What
do
the
that,
hell? What the hell is about to happen?
Let's start first. He has to. he's hitting the red wall.
Okay, so reflex save?
Yes,
Yeah, give me
basic
the
reflex
saves.
save.
All right, reflex save. Oh my god. Reflex save is a 31.
That's a fail. He takes full 20 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Then the orange wall goes, and he has a basic reflex save against that one.
Okay, reflex. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Reflex save there is a 31.
This is like the scene in
that's a fail again.
Hercules, just
25
breaking
points of
himself
acid
to get
damage.
through.
25 points of acid damage. Okay.
But I don't think he's gonna make that
Nah.
Herculean effort.
Now he has the yellow wall. Try that one.
What type of save?
Basic reflex.
All right.
Apparently, reflex is not its
24.
forte.
That is a critical fail. So I don't see anything here about criticals, but that's 30 points of electrical damage.
Does it say basic reflex save?
It does.
Then it's doubled.
That is 60 points of electrical damage.
Shredding itself going through this prismatic wall.
Then he has the green wall.
What save?
Fortitude save.
Fortitude.
Basic.
That one is a 48.
That is a critical success. So
Okay.
he does not need to be enfeebled or take poison damage, it looks like. Now he's going through the blue wall.
What kind of save?
He is subject to the effects of flesh to stone. Hang on a second, I gotta go to flesh to stone now.
Flesh Stone, he has to make a saving
Fortitude
throw.
save.
Yep.
Fortitude save. Oh my god. Fortitude save is natural 1.
Oh my god.
Critical failure, target is initially slowed 2, and will have to make another fortitude save
Okay.
on his turn.
And be turned to stone permanently.
Right.
So
Okay.
he's slowed 2 now. And next one is the indigo wall. So this one is
Just made a frosting. It's just there as a goof.
the effect Warp Mind, which I'm pulling up right now. This is a will save.
Will save coming at you. His slow doesn't kick in until the start of his next turn, by the way.
Got it.
That is a 40. 40.
4-0 is a success. So it spends the first action on his next turn in the confused condition.
Great. He's messed up.
Now he's got the violet wall. And this one has to make a will save.
38.
38 is just barely a success, so he's slowed for 1 minute. On a critical failure,
That's slow
he would have
3.
been sent to another plane. In a plane shift, so if he had 1 less than that, he would have...
And if I'm not mistaken, that slow stacks.
I believe so.
Slow
So he
3.
slowed 3.
That creature just starts pushing through.
Which means he's stuck in the wall.
Section after section breaking, all these different colors. He finally pulls his way through. Slow doesn't kick in until the start of his next turn, so it gets through the wall and is able to come at you, Xander. Its movement is good enough, and it still has an action to attack you before all of this slowness kicks in, though.
Wait, none of that happens until the start of its next turn?
Takes all the damage, but the slow doesn't happen. It's
Oh,
not
that's
stunned.
really weird.
It's slowed.
That wall is freaking awesome.
it's
And that's a
the thing.
37 as it smashes a piece of column in its hand at you.
Miss. Oh, wait. No, that's my AC. That's just a hit.
Oh my god.
Comes right up to Xander, smashes you with a 40 points of damage. 4-0.
That'll send him unconscious.
Yeah,
Xander's
that-
unconscious.
My god.
Wounded 1. No, not wounded 1. Dying 1.
Dying 1.
Yeah.
And then there is a tremendous, nasty crunching sound as a huge greenish fist the size of a house smashes through the side of the tower with incredible force, smashing through the wall, through sections of this room, through pillars, through heroes, and smashing out through another section of the wall as this ginormous Goliath creature outside in the storm at night pummels through the tower. It strikes the northeast section. The Husk, Raineth, Sildren, Yaru, and Palik all need to make reflex saves. Reflex 40s. Reflex 40s.
Critical success.
45. So success.
33. Never rolled so low.
Raineth is good. Yes. All right. If you succeeded, you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. If you failed, you take 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
How much, real quick, how much damage did you all take?
0.
40 for Yaru.
20.
40 for your own?
20 for Sildren. He's at 136 currently.
And 20 for you.
And Raina takes a little bit of damage himself. Shards are dropping and all this stuff is falling down, and it is Palik's turn. Sildren, we may have skipped something. You were restrained.
Yes.
Just FYI.
Which means
Restrained condition. You can barely move. You are flat-footed. You can't use any actions with the attack or manipulate trait, so you can't cast spells.
okay.
You need to escape.
Okay.
I am really bad at it.
And even with the -2, I still would have
Okay.
passed the reflex save.
Okay. Palik.
Oh my gosh.
Giant hole, big crash, and you can now see there is a ginormous 4-armed creature. It has a head that is kind of longish, but with a couple dangly tentacles. It looks like a 4-armed cross between Cthulhu and what was his name, like Goro from
From Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hugely-
Golgoroth or whatever?
Hugely muscular. Its body, you don't know what its lower half under the water is doing, but this is definitely a
But
huge,
it's something sexy.
huge towering creature. Sildren, you recognize this as a water Goliath, a creature, an extremely rare creature of nature that is.
Oh.
Make a nature roll.
Sure.
Actually.
While you're trying to get yourself out.
42.
You peering through the rubble that's all around you. You can actually. How much damage did you take, Sildren?
20.
Give him 10 back. You were protected somewhat by the rubble already upon you. You
That
recognize
was my plan the whole time.
Yeah, this creature is very rare, and it is known to protect massive old regions for some reason or another. Has been called from long ago by old ancient powers, and that's what it's doing.
So it's a
right now.
guardian and protector.
Yes. Not necessarily the smartest thing in the world, but incredibly tall. It's over 100 feet tall for sure.
So, Jeremy, so I saw this ruiner go after Xander. I know Xander. I'm always keeping an eye on. Leek is always going to be keeping an eye on Xander.
Yeah.
Can I see through this wall?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's a rainbow wall, right? So it's just like a,
I
like a
figured, but I
shimmering
wanted to
wall of
ask.
light. Yeah, yeah.
So, there's a lot of chaos going on. But she saw Xander fall, and no one is close. Bolly's there, but Bolly's slow as balls. She is going to click her anklets of alacrity together.
That's an action.
We'll give her 20 extra speed, which should be a total of 50. And she's going to move 100 feet towards Xander,
Going around that wall.
going around the wall.
Okay. You can also do control and then hit spacebar, and it might move you on the path before letting go of the path.
Oh,
Try that.
yeah, okay.
See if that works.
Yep.
All right, Palik running super fast, trying to get to her loved one, Xander. Bali, you're in the middle of the room.
We'll pulse out to 40. What does 40 give me for this cluster over to the right? Does that make it too easy?
No, just shy of Sildren,
Yeah, sure.
but Palik and Shunka are good. Thanks, them dead.
Yeah, you totally could. That'd be fine. That's a plus, that's a-
Bali, while you think about that, a moment happens.
Did I miss my turn somewhere
Mm,
with the husks
No.
and everything? going?
Because after the ruiner, that's when the Goliath appeared, and then it was Palik's.
Yeah, but I was
think
pinned
we
down.
skipped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. All right, so 2 things happen before you go, Bali. First, Sildren goes.
Okay, Sildren climbs his way out of the rubble.
33.
33. Can I try that again?
Yeah.
Okay, so he makes a second attempt and gets out.
Okay, 1
With
action
a
left.
38, he stands on the tallest thing he can find.
Unfortunately, that's your last action to go from prone.
Okay,
You can say something dramatic.
I do want to say something
Yes.
dramatic. That's all I want to do. Sildren stands, faces the Goliath, and says, I am Sildren, defender of the realm, elder druid of the 9 conclaves. I beseech you to aid us. Destroy the undead that taint this place. Protect your realm from these abominations. And draws whatever power he can into his voice to make it as strong as possible.
You don't even need to do that. You could whisper that shit.
All right, you can make a diplomacy.
You need the hood.
Can I make a
pull back
nature
and-
roll?
You can make a diplomacy or nature roll, and you can add +4, and you can gain a preemptive hero point.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. +4 to that, so that's going to be 45 for my roll,
Okay.
and that's my nature roll.
All
and
right.
I'll take my hero.
And you get a hero point.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
You
Huge.
see no reaction from the creature whatsoever.
Slow blink.
Continues to rear up another big slow motion.
Run!
Oh. And there is one more thing that happens. There is stars that are going through your eyes, in particular Yaru, as all this rubble and stuff is falling. And as you clear your eyes looking for Raineth and the husks that are nearby and seeing these gaping holes, instead of the black stone of the tower, you find yourself surrounded by blue stone on a blue street. You look around, the chaos of the fight is gone, and you are in the haunted, cold, humming streets of the land of Illistel, a realm of the dead. As you look, the empty streets start to fill with tons and tons of souls marching along quietly, hundreds and hundreds filling the streets of all sorts of races and creeds. One of which steps out of the line of the chaos. It is a dwarf who appears, someone you have met briefly once before, but a man of great importance to Varen and the group. He is dead, and his spirit wanders in loneliness with so many others, but he is the only one that stops and addresses you.
Druid! You see me?
No, this is Yarrow.
Oh. Sorry. Monk!
Are you confused?
You see me? You see my suffering? This is not where I should be. Listen to Scordrennar. He must finish his plan. My friends are wrong. Destroy the next message. If you don't, all these souls will keep suffering, and he will kill you. And your own soul will be trapped here with me.
And then he turns away before you can say anything and steps back in line. And Ignal Heavybringer just joins the masses of his ethereal-looking soul. And then you shake your head, and there's wind and rain coming through. You are back in the battlefield, Yaru. And at your feet are, in front of you are still Raineth and some dead, and I believe Sildren as well. At your feet, though, are several shattered bits of that crystal that have been blasted across the battlefield that Sildren and Xander easily destroyed early on. You see one particular chunk of this crystal, and you hold it in your hand, and you have a sense, a calling from some sort of imprint from Scordrennar's many visions with you. That if you were able to plunge this shard into blood right now, warm blood, you could destroy you could amplify the power of the crystal, stripping away any sense of the message from anyone who has ever created it or seen it or read it, aka Xander, and any trace of it whatsoever. The power and control over this message and huge connection to the riddle of Scordrennar is within your power. But it is Bali's turn.
Bully kills Yarrow.
I sense a disturbance in the floor.
That's a disturbance. It is in fact
That's-
my turn. So it does pulse. It goes to the 40. I'm going to use this to advance and try to bring that 40 to envelop Yaru, Sildren, and the gang there.
How far do you want to go?
Just enough so I can envelop. It's going to be a full move, I think. So just
20 feet will do it.
yeah, just move right.
Moving bubble.
That should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's good. And that's one. And then I will raise my shield and complete my turn.
Okay. Xander, you are no, you don't get a turn. Who took you down? The Ruiner?
The Ruiner took me down.
All right, your turn then gets moved to before the Ruiner.
Dang it.
It is Rainith's turn.
At the start of Xander's turn, he heals 15 and wakes up.
It is not
Whoa.
Xander's turn though. Sequence changes when you get knocked out.
But he does heal.
It is not Xander's turn.
Oh, I
it
see.
happens
He
at the
will
start.
when
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it
it's
is.
his
Yeah,
turn.
he just
I see.
his order changes
Yeah.
in initiative.
Rainith's turn. Rainith is between Yaru and Sildren.
And blind.
And freaking blind. He cannot tell
And
who is
stunned.
stunned. Why?
Oh, his stunned one. I think it was just for a round.
Oh, no, that's
wasn't
right.
it?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's-
he got
sorry.
that one on. He cannot tell who's the most wounded. He will go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, he will attack Sildren.
Hey,
Sildren, here comes a spectral hand to gently touch upon you
I
with
don't want it.
46.
Yes,
Then a second one of 39.
yes,
And then a third one of 47.
obviously.
God.
Not a critical, though?
No,
Okay. Sildren
my
been
AC's 38, so
raked repeatedly by the cold hands of the Shadow Rainith for 80 for 119 total points
Good
of
God.
force damage.
okay. That
In-
didn't feel good.
Brutal, and just clawing away at the only voice he could hear. I am an elder druid of life and healing. He claws away. You also need to make DC 40 fortitude saves, 3 of them.
Okay.
And these are bad if you fail.
Is this? Will this be a mental effect?
This is not a mental effect. Necromancy arcane effect.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help me. First one is you said fortitude.
40 fortitude.
41.
Okay, you're fine.
Natural 20.
You're fine and ignore the next one.
Nice.
Nice.
You survived that onslaught with 17
Uh,
hit points.
Wait,
I have
really?
27.
So
27.
one failure.
Because I got 10 back.
Oh, I thought I did the math. Okay.
Yep. Nope.
But still.
I got 27.
Wow. Great job.
Woo!
Wow.
Master Yaru, you now stand with Rainith in front of you, an enemy you've had for quite some time, but also the power to do so much now in this campaign, literally in the palm of your hand. You hold a shard of the crystal that will strip away the message from Xander and from ever having existed, which will decimate a lot of what you've been trying to do with Scordrennar.
So I'm not standing up. I am prone on the ground.
Okay.
From the last turn. I haven't gotten up yet. I have 24 hit points left. Well, do I get healed, right, at the beginning of my turn?
Nope, no regeneration for you.
I'm in the aura.
That's not a healing aura.
It's not a healing
protection
aura.
aura.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, then, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway.
Protection aura, did that do anything for me against Raineth?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Melee attacks.
Okay.
Yaru is face down, eyes up on the ground. In his hand, he feels his hand's like kind of palm up, so he's not grasping the crystal shard, but it like kind of fell into his hand. But he feels it. He realizes it's there. In his mind, he is going back and forth between Nilestel and his home plane. He's going between the temple and all the towers he's visited. He's going to all the people he's met along the way. He's going to see Xander, Sildren, Bali, Palik, Sir Brenros, Piercy, Jix, Idrisil, who he met briefly. All of the heroes we've seen in our campaign. And he notices that he's bleeding from the wrist. And his grip fails. And blood touches the crystal shard. And Xander's memory is wiped away.
Xander gives out a pain yell.
He's unconscious.
Just flops like a dead fish, like a
Yeah.
Something, the connection between Yaru via the eyepiece of Maginor and Xander, instead of speaking into Xander's mind, for the first time, he takes words away.
The words that are next to the Ruiner and Xander's unconscious body that are bright white magical words that have been placed there many, many years ago are just violently ripped apart. The words shredded. The essence goes wisping off. I need all the players to destroy any of that written down information of message number 4 from your campaign logs, please. As Yaru has taken steps
betrayed us all.
to help Scordrennar's goal in bringing a peace to souls from the great beyond.
Sildren's facing him. Does he know? Like, does he recognize any of what's actually occurred?
Make your best magic. That'd be nature. Make a nature roll.
Ed, for whatever you're about to roll, I'm not entirely certain Yaru knows what he
Sure.
just did.
41.
41. Yes, you see he has done something. He has a pained look. Yaru takes 1 point of damage overall from that experience.
That kills me.
And he,
Almost.
he looks over to the other side of the whole room. You see Xander squirming in pain unconsciously, and then you see the words rip away and a strange, confused, forlorn look on Yaru's eyes.
What have you done?
What I thought was right.
You've doomed us.
And a ginormous fist comes swinging at the tower at the same time.
We're still playing Rampage.
And we will stop there for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure we'll have plenty to say on the after show. If you'd like to hear the after show, please support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Inglorious Bards. Thanks so much for checking out the adventure. We will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I hope I come back next week.